freezing game, Ogemaw.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Division 5 semifinal. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as we call today's semifinal action from the Brookwood Athletic Complex in Clare, Michigan. And we got a nice window in front of us, Joe. It's a little cold.
A little chilly.
We're like pseudo indoors, outdoors. You know, you go to one of those restaurants and they got the windows open and stuff, and you're part of the outdoors. That's exactly how we're calling it.
I got my Clare green on, the Irish green here.
So I do have the West Catholic on, but I also have a coat over it. So
it's a little chilly, but beautiful.
It's chilly, so we got the gloves on as well, too. But we got a fantastic game for you today. West Catholic Falcons come in at 11-1. They've rattled off 11 straight wins after that first game loss to Northview to start out the season last week. Really a dominating performance for West Catholic, both offensively and defensively. We'll talk a little bit more about that. That was a 27-0 win against Kalamazoo United. Ogemaw Heights, they come in 11-1. They have a 10-game winning streak themselves.
Yeah.
The last game that they lost, Joe, was against my alma mater.
Your Glads.
Traverse City St. Francis. And that was back in the second week of the season when they lost 42-32. They got here by a win last week. They won the regional championship and a win over Swan Valley, 34-14. Both teams, high-powered offenses. West Catholic comes in averaging 33 points a game. Ogemaw Heights comes in averaging 42 points a game.
Impressive.
Pretty staunch defenses. West Catholic averages, they give up about 15 points a game, and Ogemaw Heights about 14 points a game. So pretty even defensive matchup on paper. While we talk about and I should mention before we get too far away, here we are in Clare, Michigan, playing Ogemaw Heights.
Right.
Well, Coach Landon Grove for your West Catholic Falcons grew up about 30 minutes away in Gladwin.
Kind of in between. Gladwin is in between Clare and West Branch, so he's right into his little home country area. He knows the area.
This is the comfort zone for Coach Grove, and of course he had spent time in Clare and played against Ogemaw Heights in high school, so it is kind of a coming home for him, so to speak. Well, we like to talk about the high-powered West Catholic offense, which we'll talk about more, but last week, Joe, in that win against Kalamazoo United, it really was about the defense. Kalamazoo United, good offense coming into the game, and West Catholic only allowed 103 yards of total offense to United.
I mean, so impressive. Limiting the rushing for the game to 31 yards. I mean, talk about staunch. And then through the air, 72. Only 103 yards given up defensively. Darren Smith had, I would say it's probably the most complete game, maybe other than Catholic Central. But it was totally dominating and blanking the Titans last week. Very impressive.
Well, they only gave up 2.2 yards per play for them, and they, so it was super dominating. They also only allowed 6 first downs to them the whole entire game.
Yeah.
And they forced 4 turnovers.
4 turnovers. That was huge. I mean,
couple INTs, couple fumble recoveries,
ball on the ground. Hard to put an offense together when you're turning it over on 4 possessions throughout the game.
Gillespie and Cal Peterson both had an interception. Max Wildman and Grevlin Ewald both with fumble recoveries for West Catholic last week. And it was a total team defensive effort. When not one guy, this is probably the first time this happened all year, I believe, Joe, correct me if you know this, but Steve Grooms, our statistician, probably knows it, but nobody had more than 4 tackles on the defense side of the ball all game.
No, it was very spread out, and, again, goes to the team effort on defense. We've been seeing it more and more, early in the season. Boy, Jael Jujum, would dominate with 10, 11, 12 tackles in a game, and that kind of has dissipated a little bit. A lot of substitutions in and out, number one, keeping that defensive front fresh, but also just spreading it around, teams trying different avenues to get the ball across, against West Catholic. And I'll tell you what, I think this defense is playing at its pinnacle at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. As we continue with our Fox Pools pregame show, we want to thank some of our sponsors, and also we got
the disclaimers.
We do. MHSAA disclaimer.
Absolutely. The broadcast of today's game is copyrighted presentation of the Michigan High School Athletic Association and West Catholic Athletics. No reproduction, retransmission, or other distribution of the descriptions or accounts of this game may take place without express written consent of the MHSAA and West Catholic Athletics. And this game and the entire season, is brought to all of us by our sponsors. Look at that little fly. How's he hanging out, man? It's cold.
I know, it's cold.
Little fly come in. He's like, you little guy. Fox Pools, of course, Fox Pools pregame show. Swimming pool installation, repair, supplies, and accessories. They sponsor our pregame show. And by Custom Caulking, where quality is the priority, serving both residential and commercial customers, sponsoring every Falcon touchdown. West End Body, the West Side's best collision repair, sponsoring our West End Body halftime show. By Frank's Market, fresh meats, kielbasa, and so much more. Padgett Business Services, small business experts for accounting, tax preparation, and payroll. Dubin Attorneys at Law, simplifying the legal needs of businesses and individuals throughout West Michigan. And by Shaner Avenue Nursery, landscapes from concept to completion. Moore & Sons Roofing, your local certified Owens Corning roofing contractor. Realtor Melissa Homewood, the Lash Group of Epic Realty, your real estate done right. Culvers of Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, and Lowell, Welcome to Delicious, and Lamro Farm Market in Cowlicks. Open daily year-round on Lake Bella Vista in Rockford. And, of course, your Falcon Touchdown Club, organizing and funding the best high school football program in the state of Michigan. And that's no lie.
It is no lie. And we do have both teams meeting out at midfield with the captains. It looks like that West Catholic will receive to start the first half, so we'll look forward to that. We talked about that defense last week, but offensively, again, a great performance by the offense. Yeah. About almost 400 yards of offense, 397 yards of offense, 322 last week on the ground. 158 yards from Connor Olszewski. Colin Abram chipped in 90 yards and a touchdown himself, and it was great. Grady Augustin has been running a little bit more in the playoffs. He had 57 yards and scored 2 touchdowns on the ground, and so just some fantastic stats that were hit all last week in the same game. You had Colin Abram and Connor Olszewski both go over 1,000 yards for the season running the ball, which you could not have scripted that any better. I think they're within 3 carries of each other in the number of times that they've run the ball, and they're both averaging like 7.8 yards per rush. And then I think even Julian Cato, is averaging 7.8 yards as the third stringer. So the running game is amazing.
So and that's and that's a testament to Coach Grove. Here you've got 2 very, very good talents, very equal talents in Olszewski and Abram. And at the beginning of the season, you sit the 2 guys down and you go, I'm going to use you guys equally this year, and we're going to make sure that both of you get the carries, and it's going to be a great year for both of you. Right. Trust me, right?
Yeah, trust me. And you're like, I hope I see
and
the ball.
And the kids are probably like, okay, well, we'll buy into this, right?
Yes.
And it has been exactly that for the entire season. These guys, within yards, surpassing the 1,000-yard mark, both of them in the same game last week, and just a tremendous 1-2 punch, Batman and Robin, Thunder and Lightning, whatever we want to call them.
1,065 yards and 12 touchdowns for Connor Olszewski. Colin Abram, 12 yards fewer with 1,053 yards.
What's his deal, man? Catch up. Come on.
But he's found the end zone 14 times versus the 12 for Connor Olszewski. So he's got him by a couple touchdowns, and Olszewski's got him by 12 yards. But Grady Augustin, same game last week, he surpassed the 2,000-yard passing mark. He's got 2,015 yards on the season and 19 touchdowns, in addition to four touchdowns rushing the ball as well.
Yeah, and he's really shown a great deal of grit here. I'm going to say in the last 4 weeks, really. Certainly in the Catholic Central game, the way he ran the ball. and last week, again, there's just no hesitation by him. He's picking his spots and using a lot of strength and getting everything he can here, running it, calling his own number.
Yeah. Well, you look at the last 3 or 4 weeks, Joe. I think he's maybe had one interception in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
Yep.
And that says a lot about the maturity coming in, letting the game come to him. And those have been some tough games.
Well, and overall, we talked about this on the way up, right?
Yeah.
Both of us agreed. Game 1, we never thought we would probably be in this spot right here, a game away from another trip to Ford Field, searching for receivers, right? Searching for defensive backs, and this and that. The loss of Aaron Record,
sure.
But it's been next man up. And I don't think in the 15 years that you and I have been doing this together, we've seen a team go from game 1 and grow to where they are now in game 12, right, or game 13.
Yeah, from that Northern game in game 1, that was a loss, to today, it's a completely different team. And while they did lose Aaron Record, they did pick up Christian Patterson,
correct,
who's been a great addition as defensive end.
Right, and they're playing as a team. They're playing with some swag, definitely offensively, but defensively under Darren Smith, it's really fun to see.
Yeah, it's great to see. For the year for defense, Jael Jujem, of course, leads the team with 106 tackles on the year. And then you talk about the 2,000-yard runners, but the second and third leading tacklers for West Catholic happen to be Colin Abram at 89 and Connor Olszewski at 87 tackles. So they're really getting it done on both sides of the ball.
They are, and they're formidable, right? These guys make the defensive attitude. They hit hard, they play fast, and the team, both offensively and defensively, rides on their backs.
Yeah. Well, and Colin Abram was if he wasn't the first guy to hit, he was one of those main guys to hit on that 2-point conversion for Catholic Central that enabled us to come here. Followed up with them, Noah Gillespie, Deacon Parslow is next with 73 tackles.
Yes.
Gillespie's got 83, and then Max Wildman with 65. In terms of interceptions for the year, Connor Olszewski's got 4, and Cal Peterson has 2, and then a smattering of guys that have 1 interception on the year.
Totaling 11 on the year, which is great.
Yeah, pretty good. Now, that considering that actually Corey Knitz on the other side of the ball for Ogemaw Heights has 10 interceptions himself. So he's been not a big kid. He's probably about 5'10", 165-pounder for Ogemaw Heights, but he's somebody to watch for West Catholic as they look to get their passing game going. I should say, Joe, as we see the West Catholic marching band come on the field, which is awesome, that here at this Brookwood Athletic Complex in Clare, we are on artificial turf.
Yes.
So what does that do for the passing game of West Catholic? Guys like Grady Augustin, who get flushed out of the pocket, like to run the ball, but also him looking to go downfield, maybe one-on-one, and having to face somebody like Corey Knitz in the safety spot who's intercepted the ball 10 times.
Well, we know, West Catholic plays on natural grass, natural turf, and so does Ogemaw Heights, right? Right. I think, this, when you play turf, which West Catholic does, at most of the away games, right? It is natural. It just accentuates the speed, right?
It absolutely does.
It will absolutely accentuate the speed, both on defense and on offense. But I think on offense, for our receivers, it's probably the biggest benefit in today's game. And the matchups, from what we understand defensively, is going to be Ogemaw Heights plays a man defense.
Right.
So I think Grady Augustin is salivating a little bit, waiting, for these mismatches to happen, and they will happen. So that's only going to help our receivers. They're big, they're tall, they're fast, and they can catch the ball.
Yeah, and I think I'd be really surprised if we don't see in the first or second quarter a bomb to Thomas Puxta just to loosen that up and to see if they want to stick on that man-to-man coverage.
Yep, bring in the shock factor, like we like to say, yeah.
And we have 9:42 left, and again, we're coming to you from the Brookwood Athletic Complex the home of the Clare High School Pioneers.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody for listening to us here on the Fox Blues pregame show, and we're excited about this one. The winners of this game go on to face either Pontiac Notre Dame Prep, who would be I would say is the class of Division 5.
And defending champs.
And defending state champions, and very talented squad there. And they are playing Monroe Jefferson, so Monroe downriver there, closer to the Toledo area, right?
Yeah.
And they have put together an outstanding season themselves. So either way, win or lose here, the trip to Ford Field is really at each of these teams' grasp, and everybody's looking forward to it. I think, we go back and we talk about Ogemaw Heights. They won the state championship in 1997. They had a perfect season beating Marshall as a B-class team back then. They came close in 2007 and finally being defeated by East Grand Rapids. So they missed in the semifinal matchup there. But this is a team that I think is really glad to have made it this far.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
And West Catholic is one of those teams that, this is just another step towards Ford Field.
We're not quite satisfied.
It's a little different attitude, I think, from both the schools' perspective. Who knows how the game will play out, but we brought 2 buses, they brought 1. I think we got them outnumbered on the sideline.
Yeah, great turnout by the West Catholic crew here. We got about 7:50 before kickoff here, and talking about that Ogemaw Heights team. Let's go back and talk about their game last week. Again, Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack calling the action today as West Catholic takes on Ogemaw Heights. But Ogemaw Heights in that 34-14 win over Swan Valley. Their running back, Calvin Marshall, he is a load. He's going to be a focal point for the West Catholic defense. This is a kid who's about 5'11". He's 215 pounds, right?
Oh.
You're used to seeing these high school running backs that are anywhere between 170 and 190 pounds, but he's all of 215. He went for 221 yards last week and 3 touchdowns against a really good Swan Valley team. And so not only does he play, you don't see this very often at fullback, running back, but he's also a defensive end for the Ogemaw Heights.
Oh, yeah.
Falcons.
He causes chaos no matter what. Offensively, really tough to bring down. Big legs, strong runner. Much in the likes of Connor Olszewski, I would say, is a very good comparison to him.
For sure.
But add 15 pounds, right? Or actually probably a little bit more than that. And he'll hit you and he'll square you up and he will stand you up. And that was part of, we talked to some people about, last week's game, but just the 160 and 170 pound defenders for Swan Valley, it was just no match.
No.
It was like playing against your little brother in the front yard and you just push him down and there was his success and his great production. And this is a team, we'll get into this a little bit, but, being a running team like this is clock control. This is something that you're going to be methodical. You're going to want to shorten the game. You're going to want to use a lot of clock. And for him to put up those kind of numbers, right, on that style of offense, I think says a lot towards how well they play and how well they protect the ball.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they want to do. Want to keep the ball out of that potent West Catholic Falcons offensive hands, that's for sure, as they continue the game. When we look at their other running back, he's no small guy in himself, Joe.
No.
He's a 6', 205-pounder Connor Lambert, who chipped in 90 yards himself last week.
Yeah, Connor Lambert's a big boy. He's a little bit taller, right?
Yeah.
And weighs almost as much, but it's a great 1-2 punch, again, much like West Catholic. We look to see him, doing things. They're going to spread this out a little bit. They play a pretty tight set, right? So, having both of those guys in, one blocking for the other, a decoy for the other, this is it's going to be really interesting. I don't think the ball is going to be in the air much.
Yeah, and we've seen that a little bit more in the playoffs, other than the one game where Connor Olszewski didn't get any touches here in the playoffs. But other than that, lately it's been the 1-2 combination where Coach Grove has definitely used both those guys, Olszewski and Colin Abram, in the backfield at the same time. Ogemaw Heights certainly will use Lambert and Calvin Marshall at the same time as well. Their offense has scored 27 or more points every single game this year. They average 42 a game, and they scored 71 game. So this is a team that can put up the points. Now, really interestingly, West Catholic, because of the types of opponents, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, Joe. I know you want to delve into that a little bit more, but while Ogemaw Heights has played teams like St. Francis and some other teams that are in lower divisions,
right.
West Catholic has played nothing but teams that are bigger, Division 4, Division 3. And so they have faced teams like this with great running games, like a Zeeland West, like a Spring Lake. So this won't be anything new for Darren Smith.
No, this is not. These guys out here, Marshall and Lambert, it's going to be a whole lot, I think, like Zeeland West, but without the deception.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, it won't be hide the ball.
Hide the ball. It's straight up. Steve Grooms, he's watched a few of the games, and it is straight up smash mouth football. Stop us if you can. And I know the defense is probably anxious to get on the field, which they will be. No, they won't be. West Catholic will have the ball first.
Yes, that's right. West Catholic will have the football first.
But going on the Fox Blues pregame show, let's just profile a little bit of Ogemaw Heights and really how they got here. They are 11-1 overall, as you went into. They are part of the Jack Pine Conference up here. School has an enrollment of 577 students, and they are coached by Chad Miller. Chad Miller coached a little bit down the Detroit area. I think it was Algonac and somewhere down there, St. Clair, perhaps. Anyways, Chad's in his 7th season. He's made the playoffs 6 of his past 7 seasons.
Yeah.
He came into a program that the prior 6 years had only 5 wins. Or excuse me, the prior 5 years had only 6 wins, 6-39 or something like that. So this guy's turned these boys around.
Sure has.
And this is the senior year for a lot of these guys, and they've been coming up. They've made the playoffs. Like I said, last year, lost to Gladwin in the regionals. That was their 11th game. And in 2023, again, a 9-2 loss to Kingston, 14-19. In 2022, again against Gladwin, those losses. So those have stacked up. These guys remember that, and now they've made that hurdle from the regionals, and it's like we got one trip to go to Ford Field. Season started out against Flint Hamady on way back in August. Big win for them, 56-8, and then against your St. Francis Gladiators was a loss. So 32-42. So they were 1-1. Then Gladwin, Shepherd, Clare, all wins there, 49-14 for both those 2 games against Gladwin and Shepherd, and then Clare a 41-7. Then they went on a little bit of a run here against Midland Bullock Creek. That's where they put up their 70-28 there.
98 points.
Yeah, 98 points. How entertaining is that, right?
That is.
I mean, and on a ground game, putting 70 up. That's 10 touchdowns. Somebody played defense. My gosh. Standish Sterling, they went into a little stretch here where 3 games they only allowed 7 points. Standish Sterling, 43-0. Sanford Meridian, 34-0, and then Croswell Lexington 27-7. That's probably their best defensive stretch of the season, and they wrapped up with Croswell Lexington, Negaunee. That was the big one.
Yes.
All right. That they started out the playoffs on Halloween, a 1-point win, 29-28. Then Kingsford on November 7th in the district final, 41-6, and then of course Swan Valley last week.
Kingsford, the Flivers.
The Flivers. And
I just love that. It's like, got to be the best mascot name in all of Michigan.
And, Kingsford, everybody thinks charcoal, right?
Yeah.
That's where it was invented by Henry Ford, right? Because that's where they did all of the ash framework and chassis work for the Model Ts back then. And he had all this waste wood, and he figured out how to make charcoal.
Yeah.
So there you go. You got the car, which was the Flivver, and then charcoal that we love to put on steaks.
At least it's not the Kingsford charcoals.
Exactly. The charcoals.
I want a charcoal as a mascot.
The hot coals, exactly. Ogemaw Heights has played 6. They've played 6 playoff teams to West Catholic's 5. Regular season opponents win-loss for Ogemaw Heights 43-37. So really the overall production of their of their schedule was positive there. Points for, points against. West Catholic has 399 points for. Ogemaw Heights has 505, so the edge is going to go to Ogemaw Heights right there as West Catholic comes out onto the field, breaking through.
There we go. We're taking a little picture of the team coming out.
Yeah, Cal Peterson, and it looks like Abram bringing them out. Team looks great out there. On defense, West Catholic has given up 184 points, and Ogemaw Heights has only given up 168. So, again, the edge goes to Ogemaw Heights here. I think it's strength of schedule. I keep thinking strength of schedule. Yes. It always plays in when we're in the playoffs here. So,
sure does.
We look at the players to watch. We've said a lot about Calvin Marshall. We've said a lot about Connor Lambert, the quarterback Ian Jones, number 18. He's got a lot to do with this, and a couple of wide receivers, Archer Thorson, number 3, and number 11, Corey Knitz. He can catch it on offense and defense.
Right.
He's the guy with the 10 interceptions, right? Defensively, we're going to watch big number 57, Ethan Hawk, Jake Fernelius, number 53, Marcelius Rogers, and those are the guys that are going to anchor the defense for Ogemaw Heights. And I'm going to tell you this right now. Falcons will win today.
You're absolutely right.
Absolutely right. Both teams are the Falcons.
And you'll need to catch me because it's the first time all year where I can't just say Falcons. So if you catch me saying Falcons for West Catholic, say
you could just say
you got to say West.
Ogemaw.
You got to say West.
Ogemaw.
So the Falcons will win today. Again, it's Ogemaw Heights' first time in the semi since 2009, and West Catholic first time in Division 5 finals since 2017, and it's because in 2022 as the Division 6 school, Landon Grove's first year with West Catholic, they took it all in Division 6 and won the championship at Ford Field that year.
Yeah, we want to thank everyone for listening here on the Fox Blues pregame show. We're getting ready for the national anthems here as the clock has expired, and we're going to switch over here for our national anthem.
The West Catholic Marching Band and the national anthem. And, Joe, it was kind of fun to see Grady Augustin as the team lined up there. Grady Augustin, he was almost dancing. He's moving those legs around a lot, keep him warm. He's ready to go. As we look at the Ogemaw Heights sideline, Joe, there's some big boys over there.
Oh, yeah.
Look at big 73 over there. So this is going to be a great semifinal battle. Again, just to remind folks, this is going to be audio broadcast only from us. That is not our rules. That is MHSAA rules. If you want to catch the video portion, you can go to NFHS. Maybe you got to pay. It's a paid subscription, but you could pay for that, watch that, and then do our feed with
your phone.
Yes, with anything.
Yeah.
Or your iPad or your computer or whatever you want to do.
You can slide that little bar and get us all situated so they're aligned. The timing is perfect, and boy, and then text us if you've done that.
Now this was interesting. I swear to God, I saw the referee say that West Catholic's going to receive, so he totally misdid that because West Catholic's going to be kicking here.
Putting the defense on the field first. Landon Smith's putting it on the tee. Division 5 semifinal, West Catholic versus Ogemaw Heights. They're both the Falcons and both want to go to Ford Field. Here's the run-up and the kick.
Short kick right over the secondary line. Hits at the 25, down at the 20. Gets fielded by Ogemaw Heights. Breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet over the 40 to the 43-yard line goes Ogemaw Heights. They're going to have a great field position in their first possession here in the first. Again, welcome to the Brookwood Athletic Complex in Clare, Michigan. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack as we call this Division 5 semifinal action. The winner to take on the winner, which is playing right now, Notre Dame Prep against Monroe Jefferson. So glad you're with us today, as getting under center will be quarterback Ian Jones, the senior for Ogemaw Heights. He'll hand it off to the first guy through. Power run here. Nowhere going. West Catholic ready for that vaunted run on first down. And guess who got the ball first?
Big Calvin Marshall, number 37, and it took about 4 guys to bring him down. No surprise there.
No.
Big Calvin Marshall's going to get the first play from scrimmage. And now here's an interesting set. I think this is going to change.
4 wide left. Here goes a pass. Quick screen out to number 11. He's got a host of blockers in front of him. He's at the 40-35 before he gets kicked out of bounds. That's Corey Knitz. And Ogemaw Heights, they're moving quickly here in the first.
Boy, just a heavily weighted screen. I mean, everybody was over to the far side of the field. Knitz grabbed the ball, got a few blocks, and he went across, got into West Catholic territory all the way down to the 31-yard line. Great play for Ogemaw Heights.
Here goes quarterback. He's going to hand off to Marshall right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 as they're down to the 27 of West Catholic. So the Ogemaw Heights Falcons offense really coming out strong.
It's going to be a heavy dose of Marshall, and it's going to be a heavy dose of Lambert today.
So on the 2nd and 7, Ian Jones will get under center as they'll send 2 guys in motion slot right. It's going to fake. It's going to go to number 22, and that's going to be Connor Lambert, the 6', 205-pound running back. A great tandem that they got. He's going to pick up a few on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and short. Maybe a yard to go, Joe?
Yeah, maybe a yard to go. We didn't expect much less, right?
No, we certainly didn't.
No. And we see Jones going to the sideline, getting the play call from Coach Miller. Comes out, they use most of that play clock, shorten this game up.
Again, Ian Jones likes to get under center. He's got Calvin Marshall is fullback right behind him. I formation goes the other. Here goes the quick hitter to Calvin Marshall.
Yeah, he found that hole and he just jumped through it just to try to get the first down. Got about 1.5 yards, and now they're in the red zone inside the 20. Ball's going to be at the 19, maybe the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. We're at 9:55, scoreless in this Division 5 semifinal game.
Nose tackle and linebackers for West are going to get a lot of work. Here goes the second guy through, Lambert. He tries to fight his way for maybe 1 yard or 2, Joe, and that at the most.
It's just a pile of humanity in there. Big number, right. Big number 73, Garrett Guan. He's a senior offensive lineman. He got laid out, and Lambert ended up on top of him, and then several Falcons on top of that.
They're at the 18-yard line of West Catholic now. They're in their white uniforms. Almost look like East Grand Rapids, right, Joe?
They do.
The yellow helmets, kind of the blue numbers here. Here goes a jet sweep to Knitz. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still on his feet inside the 15 to the 14. So nice job by Corey Knitz, the senior wide receiver.
A little bit of trickery there. Brady Schultz making first contact.
So it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the 14 of West. West Catholic's got their green uniforms with their white numbers, the white helmets, and their white pants. This is a big 3rd down play here.
It really is, and is this 4-down territory in the semifinal game for a team like this?
It depends on what your kicker's like.
Right.
Here goes Ian Jones. He's going to quarterback keeper, and he's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage. And guess who it was?
Colin Abram.
It was Colin Abram.
Came shooting through, found a gap, and Jones set off to the far side of the field, and Colin Abram just pursued. and knocked him back up for a 2-yard loss. It looks like it's going to end up being 4th and 9 now.
Second leading tackler came in having 89 tackles, so that was his 90th tackle of the year, Joe, and that'll bring up 4th and 8, a long 8 for Ogemaw Heights. Again, it's Ogemaw Heights Falcons against the West Catholic Falcons. Here goes Ian Jones. He gets under center on 4th down. They're going to go for it. He's going to roll left. He's looking downfield. He gets rid of the ball. Well covered. Intercepted in the end zone. And he goes
Cal Peterson. Doesn't really matter. Ball was on the 18. Yep. It's going to bring it out to the 20. Only a 2-yard difference. Yeah.
But he got the INT.
He had thoughts of going 100, didn't he?
He did.
He scrambled around there for a couple of seconds. He went, oh, no, I better just sit down here.
He had some players and coaches saying, hey, sit down. Sit down.
So Peterson with a interception here at the 7:54 mark in the first in the end zone.
And we should say that was well covered by West Catholic. You had one Ogemaw Height receiver in the area, but you had multiple West Catholic defenders. So the strength of West Catholic, those DBs have been really good all year long, and they showed up big here first series. Here goes Augustin. He's got a quick down and out, and that's going to be to Cam Inbody. Cam Inbody's, he loves that down and out to Inbody right here on the near sideline.
So good, so sure-handed, very much a possession throw, and very comfortable for Grady Augustin. Way to get started.
Picks up 9 on the play. Olszewski will be to the left of Augustin. Shotgun. Peterson will go in motion. Augustin will keep it. He'll get hit. He's not going to pick up any yards.
Nope.
No. It'll kind of a slow developing play. Run pass option here.
Yeah, and first in was Ian Jones and Sean Sikorsky. So the quarterback versus quarterback right there.
Yeah. So 3rd and 1. Olszewski will stay in there. Max Wildman will go slot left. Owen Hunter will go wide right, along with Puxta. Here goes Augustin. He's going to hand it off to Olszewski. He's going to fight his way. He's got a first down. So he's up to over the 33. Picks up 4 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for your West Catholic Falcons.
And again, quarterback and linebacker Ian Jones making the tackle for Ogemaw Heights, resulting, and we're on a hurry up here.
We are on a hurry up. Trips right for West. Augustin shotgun. He gets it. Steps up the pocket. Gets hit. And is he going to go down? He's going to go down at the 30 at the sack. So, loss of 3 on the play. We have a late flag.
We got a flag, yeah, late flag on the field.
Might be a hold. That was a late flag that came in, but in the vicinity of holding. If you catch us shivering at all, we are basically calling the game from outdoors. So it's
just a little garage door here. It was kind of nice. They rolled it up for us, gave us a table. Chilly. Tom, you got your little milk house heater.
Is it working? It's the only thing on the market that they can actually proclaim that it's a heater because it does not give out much. Well, stick your hand there, Joe, if it ever gets cold, you know.
So that was against the Falcons.
Of West.
Yeah, the Falcons of West. Yeah, we're tough. That's tough. Birds of Prey versus Birds of Prey. Cost them 10 here.
So 1st and 20 for West. Augustin shotgun formation. Olszewski gets the pitch. He's going to try to break contain on the far outside. He does. He's still on his feet. Breaks a couple tackles on the far sideline before he gets shoved out of bounds after a 22-yard pickup. And it's 1st and 10 for West. Or no, I'm sorry. No.
He got 12.
12-yard pickup.
He got 12.
Yeah.
We got 8 more to go.
That was the original line of scrimmage. My bad. I didn't even see the other marker.
The line of gain is kind of tough. It's hard to see.
Yeah, you can't even see it.
It's not the typical neon orange.
It is not. So 2nd and 8. Here goes a pitch on the near side to Peterson, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. Might have even lost about a half a yard.
He did lose a half a yard. Good call. So 3rd and 8 for West. They're at the 34.
Another little pitch. They're keying on that pitch. You could see both times they nearly got to Augustin.
Yeah, you've got Thomas Puxta, but guess who's on Puxta out there? Knitz. Yeah. So I don't know if we're going to see much of that or not as we continue on. Here goes motion Owen Hunter. Here's Augustin, shotgun. He's got some time, got plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket, and now he's going to pass. He's got Owen Hunter at the 50, the 45 of Ogemaw Heights, and that is a West Catholic first down.
Boy, it just really great protection, but the pocket finally collapsed on him. He scooted out. Somebody grabbed his foot, but he had, just before he reached the line of scrimmage, tossed that ball to Owen Hunter, who was returning back to his quarterback, and it finally gets him across field. Ball's going to be at the 45, 1st and 10.
Great calmness by Grady Augustin there, wasn't it?
And right here, we just had the defensive encroachment. That was Calvin Marshall. Kind of did a quick jump with his hand, and that's going to cost Ogemaw Heights 5, and it's going to bring up a 1st and 5 for West Catholic.
In case you're just joining us, West Catholic, their first possession here at the 5:35 mark in the first, a scoreless first. Ogemaw Heights drove it inside the red zone of West, but then turned it over on downs on an interception, actually in the end zone on 4th down. Here goes a quick pitch. Oh, in and out of the hands of Kim Inbody this time. A little button hook in the near sideline.
Ball came in like a cannonball.
Sure did.
It was hot.
2nd down and 5 for West.
Feels like a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Yeah, it does, right? Exactly. Here goes a quick pitch to Connor Olszewski on the outside. He's got room to run. He's at the 40, the 35. Oh, yeah, are they going to mark him at the 36, Joe? He slid forward to the 35. They're going to mark him short of the 1st down. Boy, I thought he easily got it. He fell over inside the 35 to the 34, where they said his knee was down at the 36. I
am initially impressed at the closing rate of speed of the defense of Ogemaw Heights.
Yes.
Really talented, speedy group.
3rd and 1. Olszewski will stay in there to the right of Augustin. Augustin's going to pass it on 3rd and 1. Here goes Olszewski out of the backfield. He's got it on the near side. He's at the 30, 25. Stiff arms the guy and gets pushed out of bounds at the 17. Nice play sending Connor Olszewski out of the back for quick catch.
Really was. I mean, everybody was going to the far side of the field, and Connor Olszewski had come to the near side where nobody was, finally brought down by Corey Knitz, but they're in the red zone.
Olszewski will take a break. Here goes Abram, and he's going to block for Grady Augustin, and up the middle goes Augustin for a short gain of about 3. So Olszewski needed a little bit of a breather, and they brought Colin Abram, and now we have a whistle on the play.
Yeah, it looks like maybe Calvin Marshall lost his helmet, and he's got to come off the field.
Yes.
And he's normally the starting defensive end there, so do you attack that right now?
You may attack that side of the ball. But if I'm a linebacker for Ogemaw Heights, I'm going to cheat to where Calvin Marshall was.
Agreed.
So ball's on the 15 of Ogemaw Heights as West Catholic threatens on a 0-0 score with 4:41 to go in the first. Augustin looks over, I formation now. Abram behind Augustin. Shotgun. Augustin looks over to Coach Grove, gets the offensive play. Now Abram steps up next to Augustin. He's going to get the handoff. No, he's fake to him. It's a slant. He had Thomas Pucks down the slant against Knitz, and he just overthrew him.
We saw that. So much room from where Thomas Puxta was set up there. He had Knitz on him, but a lot of room to make that slant. That's exactly what they did. Ball was a little bit in front of him.
Yeah.
But a good play call by Coach Grove.
3rd and a long 7 for West.
Some wholesale adjustments coming.
They got to get inside the 8 for a first. Ball is at the 15. Trips right for West. 2 left, empty backfield for Augustin as they look to throw the ball. Augustin steps out of the backfield. It's out of his hands and it's on the ground. And Grady Augustin just has to fall on it. Joe, the ball just came out of his hand. He wasn't really touched.
Yeah, he was going to bring the ball up, and I think he just kind of lost, maybe a little bit of slip on the fingers there, and luckily he was able to fall on it, and now we bring out
Landon Smith.
Yep.
That was a huge miscue because that's a 15-yard loss. Now Landon Smith's going to try a 47-yard field goal with a cold football on a cold foot. They're right from the middle. Here goes the hold. It's up. I think it's good. It's good. Landon Smith, 47-yard field goal, and West Catholic strikes first.
That would have been good from 53, maybe.
Yes.
He had it. Oh, he got all of it. No win today, but great. First score here, a field goal by Landon Smith. What was it? 47
yarders.
Fantastic. And West Catholic gets on the board at 3:36 in the first.
Now, earlier this year, preseason, Joe, we were over there at West Catholic, and we asked Landon Smith, well, what do you think about your leg? He goes, I'm really comfortable at 40, but 45, that's pretty reasonable. I can do that. But that was on real grass.
Right.
You're on artificial turf. That does help you as a kicker.
Fantastic
so at the 3:36
job.
mark, 3-0 is your score.
Yeah, Fox Pools located on Alpine Avenue between 6 and 7 Mile Roads. Fox Pools is West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories, offering annual closing and opening services as well as repairs and installation. Fox Pools does it right. And since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you've had a mishap with your vehicle, call Gavin to get everything fixed up. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body is your single source for collision repair. West End Body, located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. They sponsor our halftime show. Here's Landon Smith with the run-up. And the kick, another short kick into the gap at about the 22-yard line. Mishandled a little bit by Ogemaw Heights. And that's number 2. That's Elijah Smith. He's the one that took it all the way up to the 42-yard line on the opening kickoff. But a nice tackle by Mossy Wickstrom. And Ogemaw Heights is going to be back right about the 20-yard line, Tom. That's where they're going to get it started out with their second series. A lot of success on that first series.
Yeah, they sure did. They look great offensively. Full backfield this time, that T formation. They hand up right up the middle, nowhere going.
That's going to be Lambert.
That's going to be Connor Lambert. 6 foot, 205-pound running back. He's also a senior.
All their skill guys are seniors, Tom.
Yeah, quarterback, their running backs, Jones, Calvin Marshall, Corey Knitz.
Yep.
It's a senior, you're right.
Archer Thorson.
Corey Knitz will go wide left this time, full backfield again. Here goes a pass, and getting hit, and now it's intercepted by West Catholic.
Cal Peterson again.
Cal Peterson with the interception.
I think the ball was tipped.
I think that might have been Christian Patterson maybe that was in on that. Possibly. There were a couple guys there.
Fantastic. Second turnover of the game, another interception. Again grabbed by Cal Peterson. And that's 2 turnovers for Ogemaw Heights in the first quarter.
And 2 interceptions for Cal Peterson.
That's right.
Which doubles his output for the year.
It does.
He had 2 coming into the year, and he has 4 now. Had 1 last game as well.
So here's another opportunity here for West Catholic on offense.
Abram and Olszewski both in there. Abram's going to follow an Olszewski block up the middle of the left guard. He's still on his feet, fights his way all the way down to the 21. So nice hard run by Colin Abram. He's going to pick up about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for West.
Abram says, you guys got a running back? We got running backs too.
And we're going to use them both right here. Right. So Olszewski and Abram will stick in there.
I love this. I love the 2-back set.
Noah Gillespie will go left, slot left. Here goes a handoff again to Abram. He tries to break contain. He doesn't. Nice job by Ogemaw Heights. No pickup on the play. Maybe a yard, Joe, I guess.
Yeah, Elijah Smith, the junior, Connor Lambert in there on the tackle.
You know what? With this Ogemaw Heights offense, so you can't settle for field goals.
No.
3rd and 5. West Catholic leads 3-0 at the 2:18 mark here in the first. Puck's to wide right against Knitz. We're going to see that matchup all day. On the near side is Cam Inbody, the senior wide receiver. Here goes Augustin shotgun. He'll hand it off to Connell Abram, and Abram will get hit behind the line of scrimmage again.
And who else?
Yes.
Big number 37, Calvin Marshall, coming from his defensive end position all the way across. Very quick.
And guess what? We're settling for a field goal again.
Yeah, why not? This one's going to be a little bit shorter.
I think Coach Grove saying points are going to be at a premium here. 47 looked pretty easy. This one's going to be from 39 yards out. Here goes the snap. Here goes the hold in the kick. Now it's short.
Oh.
And it barely got it.
Got it.
Now, Joe, I don't know about you, but did it look like Landon Smith was not as far back as he usually is on the kick?
You know what? I did not notice that, but a really good look there, Tom.
Yeah, it just seemed like it. And, of course, he didn't get quite as much on it. Maybe he didn't feel like he needed to. He doesn't need as much of a start there, or maybe I'm just seeing things. But in any case, West Catholic and Landon Smith strike again. It's 6-0 at the 1:37 mark here in the first.
And both the West Catholic scores come on miscues by Ogemaw Heights, both interceptions, both by Cal Peterson, and they come away with field goals on both of them. Hey, Custom Caulking is the contractor's choice for quality waterproofing and crack sealing in West Michigan and beyond, both residential and commercial. Custom Caulking should be your only call. On-the-spot color blending and friendly service is what to expect from Custom Caulking. The Norder family proudly supports West Catholic football and all Falcon athletic programs.
Again, just to let you know, it's audio only today. That's MHSAA rules, audio only for us. If you want to watch a video, it's NFHS Network.
But you'll see us at halftime.
You'll see us
post-game. And
right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Friendly faces.
Here goes a nice kick by Landon Smith. We'll send Ogemaw Heights all the way down to the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So nice kick there by Landon Smith and the defense.
We start looking now, and I take a look at the flagpole. We got to lean out a little bit, and that wind is blowing to the north. And so both of those kicks were aided by the wind. There was no wind when we got here.
No.
But a little bit's picked up, just enough to unfurl the flag. So here goes West Catholic on defense from the 20-yard line. Ogemaw Heights here is going to get their next.
Calvin Marshall directly behind. Here goes a quick pitch to Knitz over the left side. He'll break a tackle, and he'll fall forward. Gillespie in on the tackle at the 26. So that's a nice 6-yard pickup for Ogemaw Heights, second in a short 4 from their own 26.
Pretty impressed by their run game. Pretty impressed.
Yeah, they look really, really good.
Their miscues have come through the air, but not on the ground.
Full backfield. Hand up this time to big number 37, Calvin Marshall, and he'll go down. Jael Jujem, leading tackler on the year for West Catholic, takes down big Calvin Marshall, the 215-pound
Yeah, assisted by Deacon Parslow is in on that, the super sophomore. So a gain of about 2.
Yeah, if that, a yard probably. Third down and 4 still for Ogemaw Heights. They got to get over the 30, or they got to get to the 30, because that was a touchback. They're at the 26. Ian Jones gets under center. He'll roll left. He's got a receiver, and he overthrows Knitz. In on the coverage is Kim Inbody. It was a high pass. Knitz couldn't bring it in. We'll bring up 4th down for Ogemaw Heights.
Yep, neither team's punted yet, but Ogemaw Heights is going to bring out their punting unit. And they're going to kick this one away. Connor Olszewski's going to go back. He's going to get set up at probably the 45.
Now, you don't think that they're going to fake it on this. A 4th and 4 deeper in their own territory.
We've seen some weird stuff this year.
Now it's Archer Thorson who is the punter. So the punter is not the quarterback like you see with a lot of teams. So that's one thing. And he has gloves on, so he's probably not going to pass the ball. Here goes the snap. Here goes the kick. Short end over end kick's going to hit at the 47. And Connor Olszewski's going to watch it roll out of bounds inside the 40. See where they mark it. Joe, they're going to mark it at the 39. And West Catholic will have it there on their 3rd possession here. 16 seconds left in the first. They're up 6-0.
Frank's Market, located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids. I hope the whole crew there, including my son Riley, has got this game up and rolling, you guys. Hey, they feature the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steaks, succulent roast, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Frank's Market, the only choice.
Shotgun formation is Augustin. He's going to do a quick pitch out. It's going to fall on the ground. He was pitching out to Owen Hunter. The ball took a great bounce.
He was dribbling it.
It was almost like a shortstop kicking it off the artificial turf, bounced right back up to him. Only picked up 2 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 8, but he gets it over the 40 to the 41.
As many times they've run that pitch, it's going to wrap up the first here, but as many times they've run that, it's looking real dangerous right now.
Yes.
Hey, we're up here in Clare, big Division 5 semifinal between Ogemaw Heights and West Catholic. West Catholic leading 6-0 here at the end of the first. And Paget Business Services is your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Paget Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, you can visit Paget online at pbsgr.com. That's pbsgr.com. Thanks to Mark Davey and his great staff. They're located on Lake Michigan Drive, right next to Mr. Berger. And Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate, and the Lash Group and Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. You can find Realtor Melissa Homewood on the web at melissahomewood.com. That's melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood, the Lash Group, and Epic Realty, your real estate done right. Both teams have come on the field here to begin the second quarter of play with West Catholic leading 6-0.
The Doyles, Nana, and Uncle T out there listening.
Yeah.
They say good start, Falcons, as Falcons roll here in the second quarter, 2nd and 8. They're going to go left to right on your radio dial. Here comes a quick pitch to Abram on the near side. He tries to break a couple tackles. Nice pursuit. Calvin Marshall and others, 3 Ogemaw Heights guys in on the tackle. No pickup on the play, maybe a half a yard. Bring up 3rd and 7 for West.
Steve and Joni Norder are watching from the Legends in Fort Myers, Florida. It's deer season. What are you guys doing down there?
Hey, Norders.
How are you?
Hey, they got talking to do.
They got us on. They sent a picture. A couple of goons, yeah.
2 left, 1 right for West on this 3rd down play. Augustin fakes it to the left. Now he's looking downfield. He's got a receiver, and he underthrows Abram, but Abram waits for it. He catches it on the near sideline and gets it all the way down to the 31 of Ogemaw Heights, and it's a West Catholic first down.
Finally brought down by Ian Jones, but a great play by West to get across midfield. Big play for Colin Abram.
A nice little wheel route out of the backfield for Abram along the near sideline here. Again, West Catholic's going left to right on your radio dial. The green tops, white numbers, white jersey pants, along with the white helmets. Connor Olszewski off to the right of Augustin. Owen Hunter's slot left out. He'll go in motion. Fake to him. Augustin, little screen play out to Olszewski. He's out in the open field, but he'll get tackled. Boy, one guy to beat there, Joe, and who knows what happened on the far side of the field, but he gets dragged down after a 5-yard pickup.
And that's their super sophomore, Brenson Keith. He's a 10th grader. Great closing speed on Connor Olszewski, unlike we've seen all year.
And great one-on-one tackling.
Yes.
Connor Olszewski's broken a lot of first tackles here. Both backs in the backfield. Here goes a quick pitch. Olszewski had to go back to get it. He's trying to break contain. Oh, he breaks the tackle. Here comes a flag. And now let's see, was that a hold or was that possibly
a face mask maybe?
I don't know. Caleb Hauser, assistant coach for West Catholic, is yelling, which leads me to believe it might be on West. Yeah, it is going to be on West.
Pat Truskowski's listening. He's laughing. He says somebody's got to slide over and teach the field announcer how to pronounce West Side Polish names. Hey, Pat. Mark Naraki's listening. Hey, buddy. Dave Bell, he's listening down at Lake Norman.
Hey, Dave
down
Bell.
in Carolinas, man. Thanks for listening, brother. And Tony and Mary Lynn Arbanis, they're listening from Byron Center. Rose is at the game. Yep. We saw her pregame. We said, if Rose Arbanis was here, it's going to guarantee a West Catholic win.
You would think so,
She
right?
turned around and looked and said, oh, my gosh, it's Joe.
Our number one fan. 2nd and long, 16 for West. Here goes Augustin, drops up. Is this screen pass to Owen Hunter? He's got some room to run at the near side. 40, 30, 25, so on his feet. 20 breaks the tackle inside the 15, down to the 12. 1st and 10 from there.
Did you see that spin move towards the end of the run? He was right next to Timmer, and Timmer grabbed a hold of him and pushed him forward a little bit. Now we've got a flag
or
my
a gosh, on West again? No, they're saying maybe it's on Ogemaw Heights.
Yeah.
Although the referee came running back to the Duba and Duba huddle that the referees had.
John Connell's listening. He says, I got the audio and the video synced up.
Nice.
Of all people, John Connell did that. Anybody can do it.
Yes. If John Connell can do it, do that. Sync up your NFHS and listen to us. So the penalty goes on Ogemaw Heights. Ball was at the 12. I'm assuming it was
a spot
during
foul
the
at the
play.
end, yeah.
Yeah, it's after the play, so they're going to go half the distance to the goal, and that will take it to the 6. So great field position inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. It'll be first and goal for West.
We see some substitutions now. We've got Gillespie in as well as Colin Abram now at running back.
Yep, single back. Abram gets it up the middle, breaks a tackle inside the 5, and he's going to get pushed by the offensive line, and he's going to get all the way down near the 1, Joe. Boy, you had all sorts of...
Here comes the hurry up.
Sorts of West Catholic
Ogemaw Heights trying to get their offense in there, and they're not going to get it.
A lot of movement. Oh, my God, was there movement.
Yeah.
That looked ugly, and I'm sure that's going to go against West here.
And then there was a little bit of a fumbled exchange at the whistle, but that's not going to matter
That
here.
was ugly.
Yeah. They were trying to hustle out their big fella.
Yeah, hurry up does not look like that.
No.
So false start on West Catholic. That'll back him up. That's a big play. Instead of second and goal from about the 1, you've got second and goal from the 6. So that definitely does change things. Boy, that's the only thing with that hurry up, Joe, is you go at risk. Last week, if there's anything that West Catholic needs to work on, it was 10 penalties last week for West.
Agreed.
For 65 yards. So Abram will stick in there off to the right of Augustine on the second down play. Slot right goes Wildman. Handoff again. And darting his way and juking his way to a touchdown! Touchdown West! Colin Abram from 6 yards out. He danced his way into the end zone, Joe.
He did. He kept trying and trying, kept working his way to the sideline, finally found some open room. And the first custom caulking touchdown of the day goes to Colin Abram from 6 yards out at the 9:04 mark.
I'm kind of glad.
12-0. They're going to bring out Landon to kick the extra point.
Kind of glad I don't say touchdown Falcons, Joe, because they're both the Falcons today.
Yeah.
It's always been touchdown West. It will continue to be so as Landon Smith kicks the extra point, and he extends the West Catholic lead. It's 13-0 at the 9:04 mark in the second. Thanks again for being with us. We're at the Brookwood Athletic Complex in Clare, Michigan for today's Division 5 semifinal. The winner between West Catholic and Ogemaw Heights will move on to Ford Field to play next Sunday at 4 p.m. Against the defending Division 5 champs, Notre Dame Prep, or against Monroe Jefferson.
And I've got a score from that game. They're just wrapping up the first. It's Notre Dame Prep 14 and Monroe Jefferson nothing.
Okay.
We kind of thought that might be the case.
Notre Dame is the real deal.
They're the real deal.
They went up and put a thumping on my Traverse City St. Francis lads earlier in the season.
So they flipped the field here, and now Landon Smith will be kicking off into the wind. Light wind here, still enough to get the flag off the pole.
Nice sunny day here in Clare, Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
We got to take a nice drive and see some buffalo, Joe.
We saw buffaloes on the way. We did.
That was awesome. Here goes another quick catch over the second line, and it falls and gets fielded at the 20. And Ogemaw Heights will take up to the 25 before they get knocked out of bounds on the far side of the field. Ogemaw Heights going right to left on your radio dial. They've got their kind of East Grand Rapids looking uniform if you're from West Michigan. White uniforms, yellow numbers with the blue outline, and of course the yellow helmets.
Other scores from the area: Unity Christian 16, Vicksburg 3 there in the second. And then the big one, East Kentwood and Detroit Catholic Central, they're in the second. Detroit Catholic Central 8 and East Kentwood 0.
Here comes a hand up over the right side. Looks like that's going to be Connor Lambert, and he'll pick up a yard on the play as all. Nice job by the West Catholic D. Hey, give us a shout out, 616-262-9270. 616-262-9270. Let us know how we're coming in, where you're at. Let us know where you're calling or listening in from. Glad to have you aboard this great Division 5 semifinal game. 2 left for Ogemaw Heights. Ian Jones gets under center. He'll roll left. He's got a receiver there, Lambert. He'll catch out of the backfield and fight his way to the 30. And he'll get tackled there by Kim Inbuddy, the first in on the tackle.
Gain of 3.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for Ogemaw. Keep looking at Grayson Ewald down there, Joe, at the nose tackle for West Catholic, and just thinking, that boy's taking a pounding today. I mean, you know he's a tough kid. You got Max Smith in there. Patterson, here goes the handoff to Knitz over the right side, breaks the tackle, still on his feet. He's got a first down for Ogemaw Heights as he's up to the 40-yard, so 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, as shifty as Lambert and Marshall are, as tough and hard running as Lambert and Marshall are, Knitz is as shifty as they come.
He sure is.
Really,
much
really
more
a
of a
darting
speedster.
runner. Yeah, Mark Naraki, you will definitely get the names right. Tyler Heitzman, he's listening. Wish he was there. Mary scheduled Truett's baptism today. All right, that's
Here
okay.
goes timeout for Ogemaw Heights, as we'll thank a couple of our sponsors. We're at the 7:22 mark. 13-0 is your score. West Catholic over Ogemaw Heights.
Hey, Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza hotels. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate and estate planning. A true West Catholic family. Students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Dubin Duba Attorneys at Law. And fall is absolutely the perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home, and Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Christian Perez, a proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want, making your home the envy of the neighborhood. Just contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228 or check them out online at ShanerAvenueNursery.com.
Want to say hi to Pat and Andrea Simzak.
Yep.
They're plugged in and listening to your awesome color commentary, Joe.
Mine.
Go West.
Back to pass is Jones. Oh, nearly intercepted. Out there for West. That was intended for Knitz again, and on the defense, let's see.
That was Puxta, wasn't it?
I think that was Puxta.
Playing a little D.
Sandwiched in there was also Cal Peterson, so nice coverage. And I think Ogemaw Heights has put the ball in the air as much as they have all year.
Yeah, that was definitely in an area where Puxter wished he would have gotten it. Here goes a hand up right up the middle, breaking a couple tackles, but only still getting a yard on the play.
Tough sledding for Marshall,
Calvin
huh?
Marshall,
Yeah.
yes.
He's like, man. He's getting up going, man, I'm not used to this.
May have lost a half a yard on the play. Yeah.
This is a team that averages 42 points per game all season long.
Have scored 71 games.
Aye.
Full backfield for Ogemaw Heights. Jones under center. Here goes a handoff again to Calvin Marshall over the right side, and he'll get kicked out of bounds after pickup of 2. And he gets up to the 44-yard line. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Defense is playing tough.
They're not used to passing the ball. They
No,
had
they're not.
3rd and long there, and they handed off to Calvin Marshall.
Hey, I think they might be trying to go for it here. Look at.
Yeah.
I don't see the pink gloves.
Ian Jones stays out on the field.
Yeah.
They're going to try to draw West offside and then go for it on 4th and 1. Huge 4th down play for Ogemaw Heights. They're going to go for it. Going around the right end and getting a first down. Quarterback keeper. What a nice play by Ian Jones. Wow, what a gutsy call by Ogemaw Heights. And they followed the lead block there by Calvin Marshall.
That felt a lot like Todd Colster made a phone call to Chad Miller, the coach of Ogemaw Heights,
right.
and said, here's what you want to run in this situation. Looked exactly like Odin Spencer.
Yeah, big Jacob Timmer over there on the left side. But here goes an inside handoff to Knitz. So Knitz in motion, then that quick handoff in the middle to
Yeah,
him.
a little bit of a counter coming across opposite the regular flow of the offense, and a nice gain there, gain of about 5, bringing up 2nd and 5. Again, you're just joining us, 6:13 to go until halftime. West Catholic leading Ogemaw Heights 13-0.
I want to say hi to my daughter Morgan Mikowski out there listening.
Morgan.
From Chicago, Ian Jones gets under center. A lot of motion here from right to left for Ogemaw Heights. Jones keeps it. Looks like he wanted to hand it off to Marshall, and he just got hit at the line of scrimmage. So I don't know if that was designed, quarterback keeper, to go behind that block, but that block was gone.
It was gone.
And Ian Jones said, hey, I got nowhere to go. So it'll bring up 3rd down. Now this is definitely 4-down territory.
Yeah.
If you go for it in your own side of the 50, you're definitely going to go for it here. It's only 3rd down, though. Ball's at the 41. They got to get down to the 38 for a first. We're at the 5:22 mark here in the second. 13-0 is your score. West Catholic up as Ian Jones gets under center. Hand off to Lambert. Easy first down. He's still on his feet. Almost broken all the way as he gets to the 25. Saving tackle by Colin Gillespie, or Noah Gillespie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Or else he would have had a touchdown.
Nice hole developed. He got through the linebacking core and into the secondary. And a big play gets him all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Max Wildman checks in at linebacker. Get some fresh bodies in there on defense. They take a lot of hits out there on D with this kind of offense. So
Jim Pelton's listening. He's up in the woods in Kalkaska looking for deer.
Ball's at the 26 of West. Here goes a Knitz. Handoff over the right side. He follows a couple blocks by Lambert and by Marshall, and he'll pick up about 7 on the play. Nice play call. Boy, they love to use their big boys as lead blockers, don't they?
They sure do. And they're starting to feel it here. I'm telling you, their ground game has done a lot. Through the air, not so much. But
now remember, you're at the 4:30 mark here. West Catholic has all 3 timeouts left. This is a part of the field where you're West, you might want to get the ball back, because remember, West Catholic has to kick to Ogemaw Heights to start the second half. I formation for Ogemaw Heights. Hand up the middle of Calvin Marshall, still on his feet. Breaks an ankle tackle inside the 10, and it's going to be 1st and goal at the 9 for Ogemaw Heights.
Boy, what a great job he does when he comes up into contact. He puts a body on these would-be tacklers and just rolls and continues to roll forward and does a nice job, man. This guy's a really heavy-duty running back.
4:11 on the clock is Ian Jones under center. Going to hand it off to Lambert. Second guy through. He fights his way through the middle near the 5. That'll be 2nd and goal from there.
Boy, running behind big number 73. He's the biggest guy on the field, man.
So
that's Garrett Guan.
Like,
he's a junior.
Throwing me off the far marker, that guy standing at the 6 with the marker, but the ball is clearly placed at the 5.
Right.
Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Here goes Jones. Hand up. Going to be Connor Lambert. Calvin Marshall. Touchdown, Ogemaw Heights. He went in standing up over the right side, Joe, and Ogemaw Heights, their first touchdown of the game.
I'm going to tell you what, that conversion on 4th down, I think that put a lot of momentum into the Ogemaw Heights sideline there, and Coach Chad Miller said, guys, this is what we do. We run the ball, and that's exactly what they're doing. Made their way down to the field, and Calvin Marshall with the first touchdown of the game. On to kick here, number 3 is Archer Thorson.
Oh, and it goes right. Did it go in?
Did it go in? No.
No, it stayed right. Did not come back in, so that's a big play. 13-6 is your score now. That could play into the waiting moments. We'll see what happens there. But Calvin Marshall, 5-yard touchdown run over the right side, standing up, and they cut the lead to 13-6. Now, if you're West Catholic, you want to control the ball the rest of the half here and score, even if it's a field goal, Joe, to get yourself up 2 scores. So that's really what you want.
Well, 3:37 is a lot of time for West Catholic to be able to get downfield the way they throw the ball and run the ball.
You almost don't want too much time for Ogemaw Heights to get it.
And they really haven't aired one out yet. be throwing a little bit against the wind.
I don't expect it here. Yeah, throwing against the wind and the fact that you definitely want to milk the clock a little bit, keep the ball out of Ogemaw Heights' hands before halftime because, again, you kick off to Ogemaw Heights to start the second half.
And we have not seen Ogemaw Heights kick the ball yet.
We have not.
We have not. So this is their first kickoff to West Catholic. And we see the West Catholic return team. They're all boxing in here very close to the 50-yard line, anticipating. Now they'll break as soon as Ogemaw Heights does, and they do. So a little bit of trickery there.
Yeah, a little fake.
A little fakey
like
fake.
If you guys aren't prepared for this, we'll kick it onside if we need to. But now they back up. And Archer Thorson. Thorson's a senior. He's going to kick it off, and here goes a squib kick. Hits at the 42, takes a Ogemaw Heights bounce, gets fielded at the 28 to the 30, up to the 35-yard line, goes Connor Olszewski. So, decent field position here for West.
Yeah, big number 33, Josh Kinney and Deacon Parslow. We're having a wrestling match out there at about the 42-yard line. Just waiting for a flag to be thrown, but nothing doing.
West Catholic lines up. They're ready to go. 2 left, 1 right. Olszewski stays in there. He's in I formation behind Augustine in shotgun formation. Wildman slot right. Motion goes Owen Hunter. And getting hit is Augustine and going down. Boy, I don't know what kind of play that was, but that got blown up in a hurry by Archer Thorson.
Real fast.
Not only can he kick, but he can take down quarterbacks too.
Yeah, that happened in a flash. I don't know where he came from. He came from his defensive end position unblocked and just leveled Grady Augustine for a loss of 5, actually 6.
Yeah, second down and 16 for West. Ball would be placed at the 29. They got to get out to the 45 for a first. Here in motion goes Cal Peterson. Augustine's shotgun. Now he's got a little pass up the middle. He was looking for Owen Hunter over the middle, Joe, and it got deflected out of the way by guess who? Thorson. Boy.
He kicks it.
So a little middle screen set up there did not work at all.
Cal Peterson was wide open in the flat.
Clock gets stopped at the 2:46 mark. Now 3rd and 16. In motion goes Hunter from left to right. Now he'll step up. Cam Inbody here on the near side. I think West Catholic's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, yep, they're down to 7, and that's what they're going to do.
They looked a little indecisive. They thought, you know what, we got to look in the playbook here on 3rd and 16. We want to keep this drive going.
Some shout-outs. Dan and Nancy Ostapovich, they're down in Florida. It's sunny and 83 down there. It's beautiful. Chris Ogdale, he's listening to the game on his new recliner. That's fantastic. Auger, figured you'd have a game today, buddy. Craig Colson's watching from his living room. He's on the west side. Downer girls, they're listening in Comstock Park. Says, keep those touchdown West calls coming, Tom. Love to hear those. Exactly. Thanks, you guys, for listening. And the Hernandez, Mike and Kristen, they're listening from sunny GR. But missing the heat from the Dominican Republic, yeah. Glad to hear you guys are listening. Rod Siraki.
616-262-9270. Let us know you're out there listening, where you're listening in from, as West Catholic comes back out on the field, as is Ogemaw Heights on this 3rd and 16 from the 29, 2:46 left till half. Trips left for West. Olszewski. Here goes Augustine. He steps up in the pocket. He's going deep. He's got a receiver there. Peterson in and out of his hands. Cal Peterson at the 30-yard line of Ogemaw Heights. He had to wait on it a little bit. In and off his fingertips. Joe, if he would have kept running, I think he would have just landed right in his breadbasket.
He did. And
what a pass by Grady Augustine.
He was clear of his 3 defenders by a couple of yards. And now Cal Peterson's going to come out, and he's going to punt this one away for the first time today.
Boy. That's one you want. That's one you want to have back. So Cal Peterson's going to be inside the 15 to punt. Here goes a kick. Good one. Oh, almost blocked. and they'll land at the 41, and looks like it's going to take an Ogemaw Heights bounce to the 43. So ball bounced the wrong way for West, and Ogemaw Heights is going to have good field position here at the 2:31 mark.
Hey, if you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing, an Owens Corning certified contractor. And to everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our Culver's teams in Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, or Lowell locations. Hang on, we got
Ian Jones, quick pitch out to Knitz on the right side. He'll get hit at the line of scrimmage. No pickup on the play. They went with that quick pitch, Joe, and nowhere going. West Catholic sniffed it out, 2nd and 10 for Ogemaw Heights.
Back to our Butterburgers. Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, or Lowell locations. Handcraft your meal with care. Come to Culver's and let us serve you a Butterburger made special just for you. Welcome to Delicious.
Jones rolls right. He's got a receiver there, and he gets Knitz. And Knitz takes a big hit, but not before he catches it inside West Catholic territory at the 37.
Oh, and I'll tell you, Connor Olszewski is complete. He's talking to the official on the sideline going, are you kidding? I knocked him, and he landed out of bounds.
You only need 1 foot in high school. So they said he had 1 foot in. The referee was right there to make the call. So 1st and 10, the 2-minute mark. Ball's at the 37 now. Here goes a handoff over to Knitz over the far sideline. And he'll get kicked out of bounds after about 3 on the play. So a little jet sweep to Knitz.
Finally brought down by Wildman. Pushed him out of bounds after a gain of 3.
Ogemaw Heights going right to left on your radio dial here in the second quarter. 155, 13-6 your score. West Catholic over the Ogemaw Heights Falcons.
Boy, not a seat in the home stands here on the West Catholic side, nor the Ogemaw Heights side.
Ian Jones got I formation behind him. He hands off to the first guy through, and that's going to be big Kelvin Marshall. Will get tripped up and fall forward to the 30. That'll bring up 3rd down and a short 3 for Ogemaw Heights. They're going to operate quick. Jones under center again, real fast here. And he's going to be a quarterback keeper over the right side. They used that for the first down before. Connor Olszewski knocks him out of bounds. Right near the first down, but he's going to be short by about a yard or 2.
He is.
By 2, so now it's 4th down. Yeah. This is a huge first down or 4th down play here in the second quarter. 132. Ball's placed at the 29 of West. They need to get to almost the 27 for a first. Let's see. Huge play here. Ian Jones goes under center. Full backfield. Really quick hitter and easy. Lambert first down as he gets down to the 36. So they needed 2. They got 3 on the play. And Ogemaw Heights keeps it rolling.
Slugfest, man.
It is.
Minute 27 to go until halftime. Join us on our West End Body halftime show.
Sticking with that full T formation. And now Calvin Marshall gets hit at the line of scrimmage. That was the play West Catholic needed the play before, Joe. As Marshall gets nowhere. 2nd and 10 for Ogemaw.
Claire with 2 timeouts here as we see the clock reaching a minute to go. Now they break the huddle.
We're at the 1-minute mark as Jones gets under center. I formation. He's going to roll right, and he's going to pass it. He looks downfield. He's got a receiver in the end zone. Up and in and out of his hands is Knitz. Cal Peterson back in coverage in the end zone. He's in the back of the end zone. Knitz looked like he had it.
He looked like he had it, but Cal Peterson's got about 4 inches on Knitz. Hadn't turned around, but I think just the size might have gotten in the way of Knitz's eyes being able to haul that in, and falls incomplete in the back of the end zone.
That was a beautifully thrown pass by senior quarterback Ian Jones.
Also stops the clock at 52 seconds.
Or else Cal Peterson would have had his 3rd interception today.
3rd down.
3rd and 10. From the 26 of West, Ogemaw Heights and Ian Jones. He'll get under center. Yeah, I look for him to pass. He is. He's back in the backfield. And now he gets rid of it, and he's got Knitz in the end zone for a touchdown. Boy, he shook off pressure, Joe. He was getting pressured, Ian Jones was, but he laid a strike to Knitz in the end zone.
Sure did. Wildman came in and got a hold of his leg just as he was releasing the ball. and found Knitz in the end zone. I thought Cal Peterson had enough to catch up to him, but that was a great catch and a score for Ogemaw Heights, as now the extra point crew comes out. No, it looks like they're going to go for 2, Tom.
It's 13-12. They only need an extra point to take the lead or to tie the game, but they're going to go for 2. They like this better than kicking it. Here goes Ian Jones. He's going to roll right. He's going to stay on
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Is he going to get in? He's going to be. They gave it to him. Gave it to him, but there's a flag on the play.
On the far side.
Yep.
Boy,
Landon Grove
is just arguing right there at the 22-yard line.
And the referee saying, hold on. We got it. He's got it. Don't worry. But Landon Grove's, hey, you need to hear me.
So we've got, we have a conference going on at the 5-yard line. Yeah, legal shift.
So legal shift on Ogemaw Heights, going to back him up 5 yards. Now West Catholic almost stopped him at the goal line. The second effort got him in over the goal line, but they're going to back him up to the 6 with the penalty, because West would have declined it if they would have held him, but they didn't.
Yeah, Archer Thorson's coming in. He's the place kicker. But are they gonna set? No, they're setting up. They're gonna go for it.
They're gonna go for it again from the 6. Oh, big decision here. Ian Jones, he gets it. Fake. Here goes Knitz trying to go over the right side. He breaks the tackle, and he'll get pushed out of bounds by Cal Peterson at the 7. Boy, West Catholic was ready for that. A little jet sweep, misdirection. Gets knocked out of bounds. West Catholic holds the lead 13-12. So I think that's a tough call.
That is a tough call.
I mean, Chad Miller is a much better coach than I, but when you have a 2-point conversion from the 6, that's a tough call on your offense.
And understanding the capabilities of your place kicker is another thing.
Well, that's true. He
didn't have the confidence in Thorson, and he did in his offense. So. Anyways, West Catholic holds a 1-point lead with 47 seconds to go until halftime.
Now, do you just take a knee?
No,
or do you play aggressive?
You know me. 47 left, you air it out. I don't care.
Let me rephrase this. What do you think Coach Grove will do with 47 seconds left on the clock?
Yeah,
you got 2 timeouts. You probably don't want to risk it, do you?
Yeah.
You do want to risk it.
Absolutely want to risk it.
Well, let's just see. We might see an onside kick here, which I really doubt. Given Landon Smith's legs, I don't think Coach Miller wants to test an onside kick. I think they're gonna kick it away. So Archer Thorson, ball's at the 40. Here goes the kick. Boot's going to get fielded by Owen Hunter at the 12. It's up to 15 to the 20, the 25, and he'll go down there at the 30, still on his feet to the 32. Hey, why not carry the pile 5 yards?
Absolutely.
But it burns off a little bit of clock, and now you're down to 39 seconds. I would be really surprised if we don't see, just with the cold weather, Grady's already lost the ball once on the ground. He did recover that when he lost it, but who am I to say? Let's just see. Or maybe you give it to Connor Olszewski, see if he can bust one out. Augustin shotgun formation. He's got Olszewski off to his left. Trips right for West. Here goes quick hitter out here to Owen Hunter on the near side. Hunter's got some room. He's up to the 42. They're going to call a timeout, I'm sure. Maybe spike it. 33 seconds. They're just going to go, Joe. They're not going to take a timeout. They got 2 left. Here goes Augustin. Little down and out to Cam Inbody. He's got it at the 45. Now he got out of bounds here on the near side.
Great possession reception there.
So ball's at the 47 of Ogemaw Heights. So now they get in Ogemaw Heights territory with 27 seconds and those 2 timeouts left. Ball's on the near hash as West Catholic goes left to right. 2 left, 2 right for West. Augustin, here goes a flag. False start. Boy, you can't afford those penalties. Just cannot afford them.
Yeah, that's a tough mistake right there.
Like I say, that's an area that they wanted to improve on this week after getting 10 penalties against Kalamazoo United for 65 yards last week.
And we now have a timeout called by Ogemaw Heights here. They want to talk this over real quick. And Fuel up, Falcon fans, at Lamoureux Farm Market and Cowlicks, from farm fresh beef, pork, chicken, lamb, and salmon, always local, natural, and USDA certified, to our full-service ice cream shop. We've got something for everyone. Open daily year-round on Lake Bella Vista in Rockford. Follow them on Facebook for specials. Lamoureux Farm Market and Cowlicks. So join us at halftime for the West End Body Halftime Show. We'll have all the stats from Steve Grooms and Tom and I, our analysis on the first half, and what both teams need to do in the second half to come up victorious. And a victory here today means a trip to Ford Field next Sunday, as both teams break their huddles for halftime. Let's see, we've got 2:05 being put on the play clock now.
Joe, we're international. Nolan Mikowski listening in from Toronto. Canada. Yes.
Isn't technology amazing?
Member of the 2012 West Catholic Falcon team that made it to the finals. 2 left, 1 right. Full backfield, first down and 15 from the 48. Augustin looks over to the sideline. He's got Abram to his left. He's got Olszewski to his right. Let's see where they go. Augustin gets it, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to run. He's going to foul some blocks, and he's going to get it inside the 45 to 44. Here comes a late flag, and because of how the flag went, I'm sure there's going to be another hold. Oh, my Lord. That was a great play call. Quarterback draw.
It looked like a jailbreak screen,
Sure
only
did.
for the quarterback to bust through. So like a delayed draw.
Yeah, holding on West.
Yeah.
Boy, 21 seconds. Yeah, and that's more important than even the call itself, because you want to get it down in Landon Smith field goal range. He already has hit a 47-yarder today. So if you get the ball down to about the 30-yard line, you've got yourself a chance.
Jerry Knapp, he's listening from Grand Rapids. Daughter Isabella, a gymnast at West, says go Falcons. And Grandma Grove cheering from her local ground. Grandma, we were hoping to meet you today, honestly.
21 seconds left till half. Ball's all the way back to the 41 of West. Here goes Augustin. He's looking downfield. He's got a receiver there, and overthrows Puxton. Not even close. Puxton was well covered at the 45-yard line. Would have been well short of a first down. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 22. There's just not a lot of plays in the playbook.
Well,
3rd and 22.
Not a whole lot. Colin Abram had gone out into the flat there near the 43-yard line. He had a lot of open field in front of him. But the pass was intended downfield for Puxton.
So here we go on the 3rd and 22 play. Going to hand it up. And Abram breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, gets up to the 50. Down to the 47-yard line, so it's a pickup of 12 on the play.
Right.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th and 10 with 4 seconds left. With 4 seconds left, you might as well throw it downfield.
You may as well throw the ball downfield, yeah.
Throw it down to Puxton and see what happens.
So timeout's called here with 4 seconds to go till the half. West Catholic leading 13-12.
Huge penalties on this possession, though,
It's been
Joe,
tough.
because you get that ball close to the 30-yard line. You know, less than 20 yards, and you're in Landon Smith field goal range.
Landon has definitely proven a weapon today with 2 field goals already. One from the 47, one from 39. He put the first 6 points on the board for the Falcons in their first 2 possessions. We've had 2 interceptions by West Catholic already today, both by Cal Peterson. And Ogemaw Heights is they found their legs a little bit, both offensively
They sure have.
and now defensively. West Catholic with these penalties has been very tough here as the half comes to a close. But here now on 4th down.
Trips right for West. Let's see where he goes. Under a lot of pressure goes Augustin, and he'll get cracked in half at the 45. So he goes down to the quarterback's neck, and that's how your half will end. They forgot to block.
They forgot to block. And the big guy came and got him, Calvin Marshall. Who else, right?
Yeah.
Came in and grabbed a hold of Grady and bent him backwards and spun him down. And that's how the half ends, with West Catholic leading Ogemaw Heights in this Division 5 semifinal 13-12. Much closer game than I thought it was going to be today.
Yeah. And again, for us as broadcasters, not like we have access to a lot of film, but just from what we've seen and the strength of schedule and some of the different opponents, we really thought West would have some advantages. But what a tight game.
Yeah, the West Catholic Marching Band is getting ready to take the field here, and we're going to take a quick intermission here in this semifinal. We're going to listen to the West Catholic Marching Band, and then we're going to come back and give you all the stats and analysis of the first half and what both teams need to do in the second half to become victorious today. And taking a look really quick here, try to get a score from the Pontiac Notre Dame and Monroe Jefferson game. Let's see here, what have we got? Trying to find it here. It's not updating as quickly as we would like. Oh, here we go. 24-0 towards the end of the second quarter. Notre Dame Prep on top of Monroe Jefferson. Other scores: Unity Christian 30 and Vicksburg 10. They're at the half, and Detroit Catholic Central 25, East Kentwood 0, and they're at the half. So big games. Oh, and here we go. Dan Roan and his De La Salle Pilots, they're leading at half 13-7 over DeWitt. That's a big one. And Kingsley, surprisingly, 14-0 on Kent City. So that's a biggie right there. Well, Kingsley put it to the Glads.
Yeah, they sure did. Hey, we're going to take a little halftime intermission. Let you listen to the West Catholic Band here, and we will have stats from our statistician Steve Grooms momentarily. Stick with us. You're listening to Division 5 semifinal action with Tom Mikowski and Joe Sack. Your halftime score: West Catholic 13, Ogemaw Heights 12.
Thank you once again to the Ogemaw Heights Marching Band. This week, the West Catholic Band decided to play something a little different to entertain you. Under the direction of our drum majors, Ali Stoppers and Izzy Perez, the band will play tunes from the popular heavy metal band Metallica. Here are Master of Puppets and Enter Sandman.
Yeah, I saw that play. I mean, that was a mass. That was real. Big body like that.
Welcome back to Clare, Michigan at the Brookwood Athletic Complex. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack in our halftime intermission, about 3.5 minutes to go. As Landon Smith comes on the field with his holder and tries to kick some extra points. Just
practicing, those choice field goals, right?
We're going to talk about some stats that Steve Grooms has provided us, and the really great battle in the first half. What a great first half. West Catholic 13 and Ogemaw Heights 12, Joe.
Yeah, and total offense for West Catholic here in the first half, 150 yards. 22 of that coming on the ground on 17 attempts. And paltry 1.3 average for the Falcons. Connor Olszewski's got 3 carries for 20 yards. Colin Abram, 7 carries for 28. That number's a little bit disguised by the negative 27 yards that Grady Augustin has been sacked and brought down in the backfield a few times by Ogemaw Heights. 1 touchdown on the day going to Colin Abram. And through the air, Grady Augustin is 8 of 14 for 128 yards. 2 catches going to Connor Olszewski for 23 yards. Cam Inbody's got 2 grabs for 22. Colin Abrams got 1 for 27. And Owen Hunter leads the group, 3 catches for 56. That's 128 through the air and 22 on the ground. That gives you your 150. West Catholic's had 7 first downs in the first half and no turnovers. So
interesting enough for West Catholic, 22 yards rushing in the first half, 322 yards rushing last week against Kalamazoo United.
Yeah, it's a
different game.
It's a different game today. Yeah, very impressed with Ogemaw Heights and both offensively here towards the end of the second quarter of play really found their legs,
sure.
And then defensively. Their speed to the ball is really pretty impressive, something that we didn't really expect. So rushing-wise, actually total yards for Ogemaw Heights, they've got 179, so 29 yards more than West Catholic. On the ground, they have 104 yards on 28 rushing attempts. They're averaging 3.7. 11 carries for the big boy, Calvin Marshall, for 31 yards. He's got a score. Connor Lambert has got 6 carries for 32 yards. Corey Knitz has got 7 carries for 34, and quarterback Ian Jones has got 4 rushes for 7 yards. Through the air, 75 yards, 4 of 9 went Ian Jones for that 75 and a score. That touchdown coming to Corey Knitz. He's got 3 catches for 72 yards. Connor Lambert's got 1 catch for 3 yards, and that's all the passing that's been done by Ogemaw Heights. So 104 on the ground and 75 through the air gives you your 179. 9 first downs for the Ogemaw Heights Falcons, and the 2 turnovers early in their first 2 possessions, both by Cal Peterson. It really turned out to be a slugfest.
Yeah, and with 2 turnovers, you really have a pretty much even game, 13-12. The only reason why West Catholic's up is because Ogemaw Heights did miss an extra point there in the first half, and that's the difference in the ball game.
Exactly. Defensively, leading the way for the Falcons, Connor Olszewski has got 8 tackles, and Giles Jujum has got 7 tackles. Really, the big thing on the day is the 2 turnovers, the 2 interceptions. Cal Peterson to go along with his 4 tackles on the day. Everything else is pretty well spread out. Max Wildman's got 5, and everybody else is 4 and under.
No, that interception Cal Peterson had, his first interception, was in the end zone. The ball was on the 18-yard line of West Catholic. Ogemaw Heights was looking to strike on a 4th down play. They went deep, and the ball came out to the 20. So whether he intercepted or not, pretty much the ball was going to be at the same exact spot anyways. So it wasn't one of those things. But what it did do is just stop that drive.
Right.
And that was really important for West Catholic to do that. And otherwise, we really haven't seen much punting going on this game.
No, not really. Thank you, Steve Grooms. We appreciate everything. Your first 2 scores by West Catholic were by the leg of Landon Smith. His first First field goal at the 3:36 mark in the first was a 47-yarder with the wind. Very nice kick by him, and then followed up a couple minutes later with a 39-yard field goal. West going up 6-0 in the first, and then West Cali got a six-yard Colin Abram run to put them up 13-0. That was at the 9:04 mark in the second. Marshall came back with a 5-yard run to put Ogemaw Heights on the board. They went, they tried the PAT and were unsuccessful, leaving the score at 13-6. West Catholic with the lead at that point, and then a pass to Knitz at 47 seconds left in the half brought Ogemaw Heights to a 12-point mark and went for the 2-point conversion. Had movement on the line, backed them up then to the the 6-yard line?
Yes.
And they chose not to kick and went for the 2-point conversion, and that was foiled by the Falcons. And so that really brings you to your score. A lot in those last 47 seconds, though.
Right.
West Cali trying to make it downfield, kind of shot themselves in the foot with a couple of penalties, and really had nothing in that last minute to try to get down into scoring range, whether it had been a touchdown or a Landon Smith field goal. So really a heavy hitter as we get down to the start of the second half. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the West End Body Halftime Show as Ogemaw Heights gets ready to kick off.
Yeah, I may have mistakenly said that West Catholic was kicking to Ogemaw in the second half. No, that's not true. It is West Catholic receiving here in the second half. So, again, audio only, MHSAA rules as we start the second half. Ogemaw Heights kicks right to left on your radio dial. Calling for a fair catch at the 30-yard line is West Catholic. And got a little bit of a bear hug there.
By big 68. That's Mason Chuddy.
That was Jacob Petz with a fair catch at the 30. He's like, well, wait a second, I didn't think they could touch me. Well, they just gave you a hug. That's all. Hugs are allowed, Joe.
Big fellas aren't looking at you when you're waving your arm for a fair catch.
No.
So West Cal's going to get started out at the 30-yard line with their offensive set here to begin the second half of play.
Here goes a fake handoff, and here goes a quick hitter over the middle to Owen Hunter, and he overthrows him. So a little play action. Fake to Conor Olszewski, looked for Owen Hunter over the middle, but does not connect as we look at that West Catholic offense again with Augustin Olszewski, Owen Hunter, Thomas Puxta, and Cam Inbuddy at wide receiver, Max Wildman at your tight end, of course, the lineman Timmer Schultz, Momber. We got A.J. Abert in there today and Gravelin too. Second down and 10 for West. Ball at their own 30 as we start the third quarter here. 13-12 is your score. Abrams in there now, and he'll take a little shuffle pass off to the right side. He tries a break contain, and he gets up to the 35 before he gets thrown down there. That was number 21 for Ogemaw Heights. Joe throwing him down. Jackson Ziegler. But pick up a 5 on the play for Colin Abram. 3rd and 5 for West.
Yeah, Ziegler and Matt Gates in there on the tackle. Gain of 5 is going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now. 13-12 is your score in this Division 5 semifinal. Just beginning out the second half. Here's Augustin back to pass. He steps up into the pocket and tries to deliver a ball. And went to Cam Inbody. Cam was almost out of bounds. Ball went through his hands. And this is going to bring up 4th down. West Cali's already going to bring out the punting unit.
Augustin went to him and said, oh, don't shake it off. I need you. I need you, guy. Went in and out of his hands there. Would have been a first down at the 50. And
back for Ogemaw Heights, number 11 is going to be Corey Knitz and also Elijah Smith.
That's a fastball that Gustin throws.
Yeah.
Here goes the snap to Peterson. Low driving kick lands at the 40. Takes a West Catholic bounce down to the 25. Still going. Going to get all the way down to the 20. So great West Catholic bounce. That'll flip the field, Joe.
Sure will.
And now it's up to the West Catholic defense to stop this vaunted attack by Calvin Marshall and Lambert and Knitz and company.
And very ball control oriented, man. Takes them a long time to get down the field. Neither team's broken a big one here today. This is your old school smash mouth football as Ogemaw Heights gets ready for their first series of the second half.
So under center goes Ian Jones. He'll fake. He'll roll right. He's looking to pass this first time. He's got plenty of time. And he goes over the middle and gets intercepted at the 30, down to the 25. That's Connor Olszewski. He leads the team in interception. He gets his 5th of the season right here.
Boy, a rollout pass by Jones. He had a lot of time, and he was trying to feed it into the seam right there, and they come up now. Connor Olszewski with the 3rd interception of the game, and West Catholic's back in play with offense starting out here at the 26-yard line.
Both backs in the backfield for West. High snap. Play action for Augustin. He looks on the far side of the field. He overthrows his receiver. He had Noah Gillespie at the 10. Well covered out there on the far side of the field. West Catholic's going left to right on your radio dial here in the third quarter. 10:51, they lead 13-12. They've got their green uniforms, white numbers, white pants with the white helmets. Going against Ogemaw Heights, they're all white with the blue numbers and the yellow helmets. Here goes Augustin, really high snap, but he gets it off to Abram. He follows an Olszewski block. He's still on his feet. Going to pick up probably 5 or 6 on the play, maybe even 7 where they mark it. They're going to get it down to the 20. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 3, maybe 4 down territory here,
Well,
Joe.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Grady Augustin went way up for that football, brought it down into his opposite hand, and as he landed, handed that off.
Yeah.
That was a trick.
Very high snap.
Very high snap.
Augustin shotgun formation again. Here comes the snap. Hand up again to Colin Abram. He breaks a couple tackles, still on his feet, down inside the 10. He just ran over people, Joe.
Yeah, he carried number 22, Connor Lambert, and number 21, Jackson Ziegler, for about 4 yards. Just a brutish run. And it's going to bring them inside. What, ball's right at the 10.
Right at the 10, 1st and goal at the 10. They're going to say they can't get a first down. Here goes handoff to Abram again. He breaks the tackle. Now he's looking to break contain on the outside. He'll get tripped off by the ankles. Fall forward to about the 8. Pick up of 2 on the play. Boy, if he doesn't get tripped up there, Joe, one stiff arm, he's in the end zone.
He sure was. Again, the closing speed of these Ogemaw Heights Falcons is really impressive.
We got Luke Momber at center, snapping the ball back to Grady Augustin. He's got Olszewski off to his left. He's going to pass again. He's got plenty of time. He's got Olszewski in the flats. Touchdown West! Connor Olszewski from Grady Augustin, 8 yards out.
Well, I'll tell you what, custom caulking touchdown, 8 yards. Grady Augustin to Connor Olszewski, but everything was happening to the outside of the field until Connor busted it to the near side. Pass was completed, and he had nothing but open room there to dance right into the end zone.
Joe, you and I could have gotten into the end zone with
one-handed, high-stepping it, the whole bit. So West Catholic goes up 19-12, pending the Landon Smith extra point. Here's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it's good.
So there we go. 20-12 is your score. That makes the West Catholic faithful breathe a little bit easier. Nice to get an 8-point lead here at the 9:20 mark in the third.
That felt pretty good offensively.
It
Sure
did.
Yeah, getting and capitalizing once again. Every interception, every turnover made by Ogemaw Heights has resulted in points for West Catholic.
Yeah, 2 field goals and now a touchdown on 3 turnovers.
13-12 was your score at halftime. Now, at the 9:20 mark in the third, it is West Catholic leading 20-12. Pontiac Notre Dame Prep was up 24-0 over Monroe Jefferson at half, and we'll be monitoring that score as we get a little bit deeper into tonight's game, or this afternoon's game, I should say. We are in Clare, Michigan, at the Brookwood Athletic Complex. Beautiful facility here. Train tracks just to the south.
I tell you what an advantage it is, too, when you've got guys like Abram and Olszewski have good hands.
Yep.
They can catch the ball out of the backfield. Just adds a lot to your offense and what you can do. End over end kick, short kick, going to be fielded at the 17 by Ogemaw on the far sideline. Bringing it up over the 20, over the 25. Let's see where they mark it, Joe. Probably at the 28. And that's where Ogemaw Heights will get started there.
And that's where Connor Lambert grabbed the ball, brought it up. Now Ogemaw Heights is really, I mean, they're going to want to eat up a lot of clock here. They're going to try to get down here into the north end zone.
Well,
through the air, they've just not had.
Yeah, with 3 interceptions, Chad Miller's going to go, hey, I think we're going to try to run the ball right up the gut. And that's what they do here with Connor Lambert. He tries to follow a Calvin Marshall block. He does for about a yard, right into the heart of that West Catholic defense.
I'll tell you what, you and I could drive both of our cars through the holes of the big Garrett Guan. Number 73 builds out there for him. Big fella.
4 down lineman for West. Here goes a hand up, and Noah Gillespie takes a ride for about 3 yards.
That's exactly what he did. Great description.
Lambert, he just tried to fight him off, so nice pickup on the play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3 now for Ogemaw Heights as big Jacob Timmer is in on defense. Got Hunter Price on the far side. Here goes a handoff, this time by Calvin Marshall, and he jets it outside. Joey did not have the first down if he would have cut it inside. Instead, he takes it outside, gets knocked out of bounds, and he's got an Ogemaw Heights first down. So all the way up to the 41.
I mean, that was all student body left, wasn't it?
Yeah. Had to get to the 38. Easy first down for Ogemaw Heights.
I think one of the officials was blocking for him.
Now you got Knitz in the backfield. Let's see here. Or no. Here goes a hand up right up the middle again to Calvin Marshall. And he just barrels his way. Jael Jujem this time with the dragon carry.
It was. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're like a backpack, right? Along for the ride. They get across midfield. Ball's going to be at the 47-yard line of West Catholic now.
So 1st and 10 again for Ogemaw Heights. Boy, they got this running game moving. 3 backs in the backfield. Here goes the first hit, Connor Lambert, and now this whole pile gets moved all the way. He's still on his feet, and he's got a first down.
Oh, just a pile of people moving forward and then sideways and then backwards. It's going to be a first down. Ball's all the way down to now the 36-yard line.
Connor Lambert, 6 foot 205. He is a beast. And whoever hit him first up the middle might have been Jujem because he's hunched over. And holy cow, he took a big hit. Took a huge hit. Under center goes Jones. He's going to quarterback keep it. He's going to get tackled from behind. So he got tackled from behind by Deacon Parslow.
Yeah, Deacon came in and wrapped him up early.
We got Hunter Price coming out taking a breather. Take a beating under there. Grayson Ewald's in there.
Yep.
Got Jacob Timmer at your right end. Here goes Jones. Hand up. Right, the first guy through is Calvin Marshall. He'll take it down to the 31-yard line.
Gain of about, what, 2?
Maybe 2 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down.
They're spotting it at the 32. Now here's a big 3rd down play. Is this a passing down? Is this an interception down?
No. This is a 4-down territory.
Yeah.
The way you're running the ball, this is going to be a 4-down territory running the ball. That's my guess. So full backfield again for Jones as he gets under center. He is going to pass it, Joe. What do I know? And he's got a receiver there, Knitz, a little down and out. Kind of like Cam Inbody, a little down and out. Just say, let's get to the 1st-yard marker. Let's go out. Easy pickup for the first down. Boy, this offense looks good.
They sure do. Pass when you have to, run when you want to.
I like that philosophy.
So that's going to be, So ball's at the 25-yard line. They're nearing the red zone. 6:04 on the clock. West Catholic leading 20-12 in this big Division 5 semifinal, and Ogemaw Heights calls a timeout.
You know, you might want those timeouts later on.
Man,
but Coach Miller did not like something he saw, so he said, we got this drive going. We got to score a touchdown here. Let's take a little timeout. Let's talk about it.
Hey, fuel up Falcon fans at Lamoureux Farm Market in Cowlicks from farm fresh beef, pork, chicken, lamb, and salmon. Always local, natural, and USDA certified to our full-service ice cream shop. They got something for everyone. Open daily year-round on Lake Bella Vista. Follow them on Facebook for specials. Lamoureux Farm Market in Cowlicks. And to everyone who craves a fresh meal made just for you, let our Culver's teams in Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, or Lowell locations handcraft your meal with care. Come to Culver's and let us serve you a butter burger made special just for you. Welcome to Delicious. And if you're needing a roof or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. With Moore & Sons, you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience, the quality and craftsmanship. They invest in roof is second to none. So, choose Moore & Sons Roofing and Owens Corning Certified Contractor.
Ian Jones, here goes a pass, and he had nowhere to go. That should be intentional grounding. He had absolutely nobody in the vicinity. He was not out of the pocket. He faked the handoff, and then he threw it out of bounds. I mean, I don't know how that is not intentional grounding.
If the receiver was the guy that was closest to the ball, he's wearing Hunter.
Landon Grove and every West Catholic coach is calling for the intentional grounding, not getting it. So it'll be second down and 10.
The guy closest to the ball had camo on.
Yeah. Here goes a hand up the middle. Lambert, he's got a first down and more as he gets down near the 10-yard line. Grove is still hot about that.
What should have been a penalty. Look at, he is hot down there.
Yeah, that's usually a loss of down and wherever the penalty's from. Instead, Lambert picks up a first down at the 5:49 mark.
It's going to be first and goal from the 10.
Ian Jones hands it up right to the middle of Calvin Marshall. He'll pick up 3 or 4 on the play. Boy, it's just a scrum. It is. It's a scrum.
It looks like a rugby,
You got big number 73 in there every play. Garrett Wan, he's a senior. He's a big boy, Joe.
Anybody'd want to run behind him.
Grayson Ewald knows firsthand what type of brand of socks he has, what his shoelaces look like. Here goes Jones under center. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper, and he'll get tackled at the 3. Wow, so linebacker in on the play, Noah Gillespie. It's going to bring third and goal. They're going to mark it actually just outside the 3.
Jones to the sideline, getting the play from Coach Miller. Clock's down under 10 now.
Big possession here as Jones gets under center. He's going to hand it off. First guy through is Lambert. He's not going to get there. Now it's 4th down.
From the 1.
And you know they're going to go for it.
Yep.
This is reminiscent of Catholic Central, right?
Yeah, it is.
It's an extra point.
We've done this, boys.
There's an extra point from just outside the 1.
Falcon fans on their feet.
Jacob Timbers there in the middle.
Cowbell Cruz ringing. Big play.
This is a huge play. 4th and goal. Ogemaw's going for it. They're down 20-12. Ian Jones gets under center. He's going to hand off first guy through. He's going to get tackled. I don't think he's going to get there, Joe. Second effort. They're going to put him down. A turnover on downs. That was Lambert got chopped up at the 1.
We've seen this before at the Cat. West Catholic comes up big on the goal line, stopping Ogemaw Heights.
Wow.
From the 1.
That is a huge stop.
So your score, 20-12 after a big stand by the defense. West Catholic will have the ball at the half-yard line at 3:37 in the third. Here goes Grady Augustin and crew.
You got to be careful here. Augustin, he's got a receiver there, pucks out in the flats. He tries to break a tackle and commits. He doesn't. He's at the 5. So pick up a 4 on the play. At least a little bit of breathing room for West Catholic. Hey, give us a shout out, 616-262-9270. West Catholic operating on the near hash. They go left to right on your radio dial. Abrams in there. He's in I formation behind Augustin. Now he'll go shift over to the left of Augustin. Here goes a quick handoff, and Abram comes up. He gets a high tackle, hog-tied at the 11. And I mean hog-tied.
Yeah, that was Jackson Ziegler, the junior, came around, grabbed him up by the shoulder pads, and just rodeoed him down.
Boy, you don't even see that at a country bar on a Friday night.
Exactly.
20-12 is your score, 2:46 mark here. Brookwood Athletic Complex, Clare, Michigan. Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack. As the Falcons send 2 wide left, 1 wide right on this first down. Augustin, delayed draw, and he'll run into a concrete wall.
Yeah, that's not been very effective today. And Grady Augustin's helmet got ripped off. And now there's the flag. There's the flag.
Okay.
So
because otherwise he's got to
he
come
would
out
have had to
play.
come out for a play, and now it's going against Ogemaw Heights. Yeah, face mask on big 57, and that might be, is that an ejection if you, I don't know.
I don't think so. It might be a warning. I don't think that's an ejection. So going to be a 15-yarder as he ripped Grady Augustin's helmet off. So what started out at the 1 is now out at the 28.
Tom Egler's listening. He says he's at St. Peter of Paul. He's waiting for the tournament to start. Thank you, Eggs. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's we're going back a little ways there. That's beautiful.
1 left, 2 right for West. Oh, snap. Bad snap, but somehow it gets handed off to Colin Abram, and he'll bulldoze his way to the 35. Joe, that was close to being on the ground as Grady Augustin didn't handle the snap well.
Oh, that was tough. And Brenson Keith got to meet Colin Abram there firsthand, number 9.
Somehow he picks up 7 on the play on the miscue handoff. We're at the 134 mark in the third. West is up 20-12. Second down and 3 for West. Owen Hunter in motion. Abram gets it. He goes over the left side. He's got room to run. Almost broke it, Joe. Almost broke it. Connor Lambert got him from behind at the 46. And down he went, but that's going to be another West Catholic first down.
Boy, any other team, and he's gone. He's gone. Lambert with a touchdown-saving tackle. Ball nearing the 50, set up at the 46 now.
Abram stays in there now. He's in I formation as Max Wildman will go in motion, slot right. High snap again, Joe. Here goes Abram over the right side. That timing goes off.
Yeah.
You have that high snap like that.
You're so right. It messes up the exchange and the timing on the blocks and everything, and a 2-yard loss on that play. Ball's going to get back to the 44-yard line now.
We'll say this for Luke Momber.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a cold football, and you have cold hands.
Right.
So that is not easy. Second down and 12. Timbers at his right tackle spot, just with his hands on his hips because he's playing both ways.
And Ethan Hawk, big number 57, is right in front of Momber.
Another high snap. Augustin gets it. He's still on his feet on the far sideline. He's got room to run. He's at the 40, the 35. He's got one guy to beat. 10, 5, touchdown West. No. Hold on.
We got a flag. Do we have a flag on the field?
No, I think he went out of bounds. Augustin kept going. He went into the end zone, but there's a referee back here at the 23 saying he went out of bounds.
And we got a down Falcon with the line of scrimmage.
Gosh, we got all sorts
There's
of
a
things
lot of
down,
stuff going on.
but no flags.
Waiting for a guy with a shopping cart to walk through here. I don't know what is going on. That's big number 72 for West Catholic. And that is Aiden Gravelin, and he's down and looks like a little bit of a leg injury. And while we've got an official's timeout, let's pay some bills. Hey, Dubin Attorneys at Law with law offices in the Amway Grand Plaza Hotel. The Dubas specialize in business transactions, mergers and acquisitions, real estate, and estate planning. A true West Catholic family of students, coaches, boosters, and volunteers. Let Chris and Don Duba help with all your legal needs. Dubin Attorneys at Law. And fall is absolutely the perfect time to create the beautiful landscape you've been wanting outside your home, and Shaner Avenue Nursery is the team you need to make this project a reality. Kristen Perez, a proud West Catholic parent, will meet and design the look you want, making your home the envy of the neighborhood. So contact Shaner Avenue Nursery and Kristen Perez at 616-293-7228, or check them out online at ShanerAvenueNursery.com.
Aiden Gravelin, the sophomore
Still down.
lineman, he's still down.
Yep.
That does not bode well.
No, he's getting up under his own power, being helped off the field, but he's
a
up.
big boy.
Yeah,
Boy, you hate to see that because
West Catholic,
he may be done for the day, which would be really
He's putting some
big
weight on it,
loss.
though, coming across, which is a good thing.
rub some dirt on it. But, yeah, that's when you're a big guy walking that gingerly on it, that's not a good sign. So, but he is up and walking, so that is good.
So here come the Falcons. Let's see who's
Hunter
come
Price
in.
and Brady Schultz over there.
And A.J. Abid is in the game.
Yes.
All right, A.J. He's been waiting for this.
So 1st and 10, ball at the 24 of Ogemaw Heights. Augustin's going to go in the air. He's getting pressured. Now he gets chased out of the pocket, still looking downfield. Now he pulls it up in the air and in and out of the hands. Out of bounds. Actually, you know what? Was that Peterson who came up with it?
Peterson.
In the end zone, there were two Ogemaw Heights defenders back there, Joe, that almost could have been an interception.
Yeah,
dangerous pass.
Yeah, he was the white inside the Oreo right there, I'll tell you what, sandwiched between these two guys, and ended up coming up with the ball, but out of bounds. Just a floater up there.
Yeah. But, yeah, he ended up coming up with, I don't know how he caught it, but
when the
did.
nose of the ball comes down facing up, it's never a great thing.
Empty backfield. Olszewski's wide right. Now he comes in motion. Augustin gets a high snap again, and Augustin's going to keep it. He's following a host of blockers. He's still on his feet. He gets down to about the 12. He's got a West Catholic first down, and here comes a flag on the play. Boy, it was student body right for Grady Augustin.
So it got him down to what, the 12 or 13 yard line, and this is
boy, that's a huge call. Boy, a lot of huge holding calls on West Catholic stymie these drives. And this is a huge possession for West as they're up 20-12, 12 seconds left in the third. Boy, that would put him in great position for certainly a Landon Smith field goal, but perhaps a touchdown. Now they're right on the cusp of Landon Smith range. This ball's at the 29. Now remember, Landon Smith hit a 47-yard field goal, but remember, he had a little bit of wind aiding him on this. So 2nd down and 15 for West.
Gillespie in as well as Abram.
Here goes Augustin, shotgun. He's got Abram off to his left. Here goes the quarterback draw, keeper, and not getting much, maybe to the 26. Ball's up in the air, and Ogemaw Heights has it. Grady Augustin tried to fight his way for a couple extra yards, and he just turned the ball over. Huge turnover for Ogemaw Heights. And right there, Joe, that's what happens on a holding play like that. Very costly.
Very costly. Nice penetration on that play. It looked like it was going to be a pitch, but a little run option, and Grady Augustin was forced to run it himself. Got beyond the line of scrimmage and was stood up, and as he was trying to fight for some more yards there, the ball got popped out. And there were a couple of Ogemaw linemen there, and it got scooped up. So that's a first turnover for West Catholic on the day. as we finish off, that play finished off the third quarter of play. Now we're into the fourth quarter. Both teams are on the sideline. And let's pay some bills. If you need to repair or replace your roof, choose Moore & Sons Roofing. Moore & Sons, where you don't just get a great roof, you get a great roofing experience. The quality and craftsmanship they invest in every roof is second to none. So for all your roofing needs, choose Moore & Sons Roofing and Owens Corning Certified Contractor. And Epic Realty is a national leader in real estate. Melissa Homewood is your local expert when it comes to buying or selling your home in West Michigan. Melissa can orchestrate market watches, property searches, and home value assessments to make your buying or selling process as thorough as it can be. Find Melissa Homewood at melissahomewood.com. Melissa Homewood and Epic Realty, your real estate done right.
Marshall and Lambert directly behind Jones as they have the ball in the 31. They go left to right into Radio Dow. Here goes Lambert. Huge. Ball's out. And picked up, is still on the ground. Does West Catholic have it? Cam Inbody's there.
Cam Inbody's there, and he's got it.
Inbody's got it.
West Catholic ball.
That ball was like 20 yards.
I mean, it just kept rolling. It was fumbled at about the 40-yard line, went across midfield to the 45, scramble, and finally come up. Cam Inbody, I believe, got the ball.
Did. Cal Peterson went to go get it, and it squirted out of his.
And I think Gillespie had a shot at it as well. So one turnover begets another.
That's huge. That was a huge.
4 turnovers now by Ogemaw Heights.
Augustin's going to hand it off to Connor Olszewski. He tries to turn the corner. Great pursuit by Ogemaw Heights. You had 5 Ogemaw Heights guys in on there. Gain, not even a gain of anything, back to the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10.
That kind of pursuit like that deserves the counterplay, doesn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
I'm waiting for it.
I love the call there, a little reverse. Here goes Augustin, steps up in the pocket. He's got Kim Inbody intercepted. Augustin just threw an interception, and now he knocked the guy out of bounds at the 15. That was number 2 for Ogemaw Heights, Elijah Smith with the interception, and Ogemaw Heights is in business. 3 turnovers back and forth.
In 3 plays.
Oh,
jeez. Yeah, he read that out. I mean, just totally looked it and jumped the route and took it all the way down to the 16-yard line. Ogemaw Heights back in business here.
11-16 in the fourth, 20-12 is your score. Of course, Lambert's going to bulldoze his way up the middle. That's what he does. The ball's at the 11 as he follows that big Kelvin Marshall block. Kelvin Marshall, 5'11", 215. And then you got a guy right behind him at 6 foot 205. It's been a great recipe all season for Ogemaw Heights. Got to take care of the ball.
So West Catholic came up big in the north end zone in the third, standing up Ogemaw Heights at the goal line. Now from the 12-yard line, 2nd and 6, goes to Lambert again. He's met right at the line of scrimmage, and he's brought down. Gain of maybe a half a yard there. Brady Schultz made first contact.
Again,
and now the West Catholic players, they're calling for a little support from the sideline.
3rd and 6, ball's on the 12. Winner faces Notre Dame Prep. Monroe Jefferson winner. And Notre Dame Prep was up convincingly.
It was a fast game.
Here goes roll left for Jones. He's looking to turn the corner. Now he just tucks it, and he'll get kicked out of bounds on the far sideline. No pickup on the play, going to bring up 4th down and 6.
Jael Jujum along with Jacob Timmer.
So
got him out of bounds, a loss, it looked like, of a yard. Now bring up 4th and 6, 4th down territory, 4th quarter.
So 4th and 7.
Now 4th and 8 now.
Oh, they're going to put him back another yard. So 4th and 8. Ball's on the 14.
Maybe they can drop kick it.
They got to get to the 6.
And a timeout's being called by West Catholic. Darren Smith says, we're not going to let this one go.
Hey, remember the last 4th down when Ian Jones, just quarterback, kept it, and ran behind Connor Lambert and Calvin Marshall.
Yeah.
Let's be ready.
Exactly. And that gave them a load of momentum and put them into the end zone very close. So, hey, Pageant Business Services is your small business experts for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll. Don't have your tax prep and accounting be a coin toss. Leave it to Pageant Business Services to get it right. Falcon fans, you can visit Pageant online at pbsgr.com. That's pbsgr.com. Thanks to Mark Dave and his great staff. They're located on Lake Michigan Drive right next to Mr. Burger. And Frank's Market, located at 1020 West Fulton in Grand Rapids, featuring the area's best fresh and smoked kielbasa, awesome steak, succulent roast, hot shots, deli meats, and so much more. Stop in and experience the fantastic service and products the Stanizak family has delivered in Grand Rapids for decades. Since 1933, Frank's.
Huge play in the fourth quarter here. 4th down, 8 to go. Ball's on the 14 of West. Ian Jones gets under center. He'll roll right. He's got room if he wants it. He'll throw it up in the air, and it's caught. Touchdown. Connor Lambert got all alone here in the corner of the end zone, and Ogemaw Heights just trimmed the lead. 20 to 18 on a 4th down.
On a 4th down rollout. Man, oh man.
Two 4th down plays that Ian Jones helped convert that led to touchdown.
When they have extended the play like that, they've done well in their pass game. Passing from the pocket has not been Jones' strength today, and a big. They're bringing in the big package.
Yeah,
they're going for 2. Absolutely.
Yep. They got the meat locker out there. So they trailed by 2, 20 to 18. This will be a huge 2-point conversion. And Ogemaw Heights is going to talk about it again.
Oh, man.
So interesting enough, Joe, I mean, this game is so tight that you had Ogemaw Heights call a timeout, then West Catholic. Now Ogemaw Heights takes their second timeout in the half. That leaves them with only 1 left. But they know how big this play is.
This is a very big play. Well, there's 9:47 to go.
There's a lot of
time to play here.
Every point counts. This is a battle.
And you say that we have a final on the other side of the bracket, right?
I didn't say
it was not a final.
I just said Notre Dame Prep was up convincingly at
they
half.
are up convincingly. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can't find a score here. Let's see here.
So just to set this up again, 9:47 left in the 4th. 20 to 18 is your score. West over Ogemaw Heights. Ogemaw Heights is going to go for 2. This is a huge play. Lambert, of course, got a full backfield for Ogemaw Heights. Here goes a handoff to Calvin Marshall. He tries to break around the end. He gets tripped up. He will not get there. It's Connor
Olszewski got him by the shoelace, brought him down. And West Catholic maintains a 2-point lead, 20 to 18. What a huge, he just barely got his hand out there.
He wasn't going to get stopped.
No, he was not.
That was definitely a 2-point saving tackle with Olszewski. So huge 2-point conversion foiled by the West Catholic defense. Now, if you're West Catholic, if you can sustain a 5-6 minute drive and score a touchdown, you put yourself in a great position to cement this game. Agreed. But it's going to take that. Yeah. It's going to take that to do it. This game has become very exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, you think. You're not a football fan if you don't think this is exciting. This has had it all. So taking a look on the other side of the bracket, Notre Dame Prep up 31-6, and they're deep into the 3rd. Some other scores. Unity Christian big on Vicksburg. They're in the 4th, 45-17. They lead. And then in Division I, Detroit Catholic Central 32, East Kentwood 6, and they're in the 4th. We've got the Good Hands team from Allstate up close for any potential onside kick, which would be an incredible call if you're Ogemaw Heights. Here goes Thorson. He's got the ball at the 40. He comes to kick the ball. And short kick, end over end, going to get fielded by Cal Peterson. He's going to be at the 19, the 20. Okay, he's got some room to run on the far sidelines, the 30, the 40, the 45, near midfield before he gets kicked out of bounds. What a great run back by Cal Peterson. Puts West Catholic in great field position at midfield.
Yeah, he headed straight up into the pile and then cut to the outside and went towards the far sideline, found himself some room to run, and he brought that ball all the way up to midfield. West Catholic gets started out at the midfield stripe with 9:40 to go, leading by 2 points here, 20-18.
Here goes Augustin. Here goes Augustin to kind of Olszewski up the middle, fights his way for about 3 yards on the play, being up 2nd and 7 for West as he takes it into Ogemaw Heights territory. We look at Cal Peterson on the year as a wide receiver. He's got 10 catches for 152 yards. Scored a couple TDs, so.
Olszewski gained 3 on the play. Ball's at the 47-yard line, now 2nd and 7.
Shotgun formation, high snap again. Olszewski gets it over the right side. Big hole over there. He fights his way to the 42. Going to be shy of a first down. Has to get to the 40. They're going to mark it at the 43, actually. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3 for West. We're at the 8:46 mark. 20-18 is your score. West Catholic over Ogemaw Heights as Cam Inbuddy comes off the field.
And replaced by Gillespie. Stack set here to the near side.
Here comes the snap, hand up. Connor Olszewski fights his way. He's got a first down inside the 40 to the 39. And all that, it is power running, Joe. It's mano a mano. And who can stop who?
In the words of Thomas Puxta, talent on talent.
Yeah, right.
Great interview.
Oh, right. 1st and 10, ball at the 39 of Ogemaw. 8:11, the clock's ticking. Ogemaw Heights has 1 timeout left. West has 2. Here comes the snap. Good snap this time. Augustin. He's got it. Quarterback keeper. He's here on the near side. He gets to the 35. And Joe, he's just methodical.
Methodical about it. Saw the tackler coming in. Put his arm out to stiff arm him a little bit. And it was just a low cut. So it's going to be a gain of, 2.5 on the play.
Yeah, 2nd down and 7. We're getting awfully close to Landon Smith field goal range. Not quite there yet. Ball's at the 36. Like to pick up at least 7 and certainly would love to have a touchdown here. Olszewski in there off to the right of Augustin. Shotgun. Olszewski's here on the near side. He's at the 35. Drags the tackler down to the 31. That's number 18 for Ogemaw Heights with the tackle, Ian Jones, who's the quarterback.
Nice job by the Ogemaw Heights guys shedding their tackles by the West Catholic wide receivers and bringing them out of bounds.
Boy, I thought he had gotten to the 30, and they marked it at the 32. So 3rd and 3. Augustin shotgun, 2 wide right for West. Here goes a hand up the middle again. Olszewski gets tackled, but he fights his way. Gosh, he's not at a first down, though.
They're marking him at the 30. He got all the way to the 31. That's where the ball was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it looked like he had the 29-yard line, but they marked him short. So 4th and a yard. Now what do? You
go for it.
I think you do, right? A field goal, and Ogemaw Heights is going to go for a touchdown.
Yep.
This is a huge play here. 4th and a yard for West. Tight formation. Cam Inbody out to the left. Olszewski out to the left of Augustin. Augustin keeps it, and he's up inside the 30 of the 28. Quarterback keeper for a first.
Toughness.
Foul the Connor Olszewski block.
Oh, man. Needed
Wow.
2, got 3, and West Catholic's got a new set of downs.
Woo. Oh.
Owen Hunter and Colin Abram back into the game. You know that they were going to focus on Olszewski, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So that was a decent play call there.
I formation for Abram. As Noah Gillespie goes slot right now. Abram follows those blocks on the right-hand side. He's inside the 25, down close to the 20. They're going to mark it at the 20. Going to be 2nd down and 1. Nice to get those fresh legs
Yep.
in there, Joe. Olszewski takes a break, and
Agreed.
Abram comes in, and he hits that hole hard on the right side, fouling big Jacob Timmer, the 6'7", 275-pounder going to Central Michigan next year.
We see this stacked wide receivers here on the numbers at the near side. Something's going to come of that.
Yeah,
Because that's bringing two guys way out here.
Parslow slot left, Gillespie slot right. Abram off to the right of Augustin, 2 wide left here. Owen Hunter is an I formation behind Puxta here on the near side. Here comes a high snap. Abram dances his way, breaks a couple tackles, spins, and he gets down inside the 20. Did he get a first down, or did they mark him short? They marked him short, 3rd and 1.
Jack Pine official way.
So 3rd and 1. We're at the 5:17 mark. Clock is ticking. West needs a touchdown to
Leading by 2.
to feel good.
Yeah, feel good about it, right.
Here goes the snap. No, Augustin's not going to get the snap. He's going to look over to Coach Grove. Abram looks over as well. 2 wide right. Now Abram's going to shift right. Now you got two receivers going slot right. Here goes Abram. He's going to go up the middle. He's going to follow that hole right there. He's got room to run. He's at the 10, 5. Touchdown West! Colin Abram from 19 yards out. And that gives West Catholic some breathing
That's
room.
the breathing room that they needed. Colin Abram went to the far side, bopped himself down along the line of scrimmage, found himself some open room, and he was untouched from the 8-yard line in.
They took Parslow and Gillespie.
Yep.
They put them in motion. They slot both of them on the right side. They overload that right side. Jacob Timmer is there as well. Big hole. Colin Abram did the rest with his feet. Now this is a huge extra point for Landon Smith. Here goes nice snap, nice hold, huge kick, and it's up and it's good. And that is ginormous because it was 26-18, which means Ogemaw Heights could score a touchdown, get a 2-point conversion, and tie. Now it's a 2-score game with 4:47. This may force Ogemaw Heights to think. There's still a lot of time with 4:47.
Agreed.
But they've got to think about getting the ball in the air, getting out of bounds. If it's a first down, now the reason why it's also a lot of time in high school football, because every time you get a first down, the clock will stop until the referee sets that. So that gives the offense a little bit more time too. Now remember, Ogemaw Heights have already called 2 timeouts earlier in the half, so they only have 1 timeout left, so they have to be really careful on how they use it, especially if West Catholic gets the ball back.
I mean, how big was that custom caulking touchdown by Abram right there? That was fantastic. Great blocking. Now we see a big area of open field between the 35 and the 10-yard line, anticipating a kick. Boy, I'll tell you what, he could land one in right at the 30 and get a good bounce. West Catholic might be able to get this. Here goes Landon Smith. He's got the ball teed. Here's the run up and the kick, and it is a short one. He puts it on about the 20, and there's Lambert. Lambert takes it and gets it up to about the 27-yard line, 26.
That was a great kick by Landon Smith there. You know, you want to take a little time off the clock, make them field it, but you certainly don't want a chance to run the house.
Sure. And he's exposing that huge area in the middle of the field. I think he wanted it to bounce a little bit shorter. So now, Ogemaw Heights down by 9, 4:44 to go.
Jones rolls left. He's going to put the ball in the air. He's looking. Now he's just going to throw it out of bounds. Now that is not intentional grounding because he's out of the pocket. He threw it almost into the stands, Joe.
Yeah. He had Colin Abram was breathing down his neck, gave him a little love shove after he got rid of the ball.
Is that what they call it, a love shove?
Love shove. Wasn't a tap.
Makes you think of the Love Shack.
The Love Shack,
baby. Just a love shove, baby. So Timber's in there at left tackle, or left end, I should say, if you want. Only 3 down linemen for West. Grayson Ewald in there, hopping up the middle. Fake play action, and Jones gets hit as he gets rid of the ball. Looking here on the near sideline, overthrows his receiver. And who is that? Christian Patterson breathing down. Wow.
Olszewski was, or excuse me, it was Abram that laid the lick.
Sorry,
yeah.
Abram it was, not Patterson.
And
sorry, my bad.
Jones is not feeling good. He's holding his right arm.
Yeah, 43, not 44. My bad. Yeah, Christian Patterson's not even on the field. He's on the sidelines here. So
big third down play. 3rd and 10.
So ball's at the 27. 4:32. 27-18 is your score. Full backfield for Jones. Jones looking to throw it up. He's got a receiver there, commits, and Cal Peterson went to swat it away and missed it, Joe. And if it was behind him, if Knitz would have caught that, he had nobody in front of him. That would have been a touchdown.
Nope.
Wow.
I see TV8 down there. They're filming. Would have been the greatest shot of the night.
4th down and 10. This, in all essence, is going to be the ball game.
Yeah.
Because even though there's 4:28 left, they only have one timeout left. I shouldn't say it's going to be the ball game, but West Catholic's going to feel really good.
Yeah.
As long as there aren't miscues by West, I think they could really seal this. So here we go on the 4th down. Jones fakes it. Now he's looking. He's got a receiver there, and he overthrows him. So they called the screen pass to Knitz, and Jones overthrew him, and that's going to be a turnover on down.
Yeah, Jones, he popped back, rolled his shoulder to freeze the safety, and then he didn't have that receiver out there. There was no bite on it. And then he tried to go with his second read, and that was in the flat, and just threw it 5 feet over his head.
Yeah, Knitz had no chance.
No way to catch it.
I mean, he needed more than a step ladder to get to that ball, and so that falls incomplete. So the turnover on downs, ball will be placed at the 20, still at the 27 for West. Look for them just to grind it out here. They certainly want to burn clock. They don't want to settle for a field goal because anything can happen. You don't want Ogemaw Heights to score quick. You want to eat up some clock here. So look for Connor Olszewski to run the ball here. Let's see. Augustin, he'll hand it off to Olszewski up the middle. Now he tries to pop it outside. He's got a hole out there. He'll get dragged from behind and go down at the 23. So a pickup of 4 for Connor Olszewski. And Joe, you see West Catholic, they like exploiting that right side of the line. They go over the right side, and Jacob Timmer, the left side of the Ogemaw Heights.
Brady Schultz had his helmet knocked off. He had to come out of the game, and they're screaming for Grayson Ewald. Get in there!
Right? We don't need any penalties.
No.
Clock's ticking. We're at the 3:45 mark. 27-18 West. I formation. Augustin shotgun. Hand up the middle to Olszewski. Takes on a defender at the 20, and he'll fall forward to the 16, and he's got another West Catholic first down.
We're going to give credit that block to Grayson Ewald.
Yeah, why not?
He had to run 60 yards out there to get on the,
only a sophomore. He's a tough kid.
He's a tough kid.
Played some good D today. So West Catholic's going to take their time. No need to snap the ball too quickly. They'll wait for that back judge to put his arm up at the 10-second mark before they get into the offense. Olszewski will be off to the right of Augustin. Shotgun, snap, hand off to Olszewski again. He stiff arms one guy at the 20s, at the 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, and that's some nice power running by Connor Olszewski.
Sure was. Very patient. Put his hands on one of the blockers and finally found a little bit of room. Got himself down. Nice tackle there to save the touchdown. I think that was number 53 making the play. That was Jacob Cornelius.
So 1st and goal, ball's at the 4. They score here, it is over for sure. Boy, and I tell you what, the score is not going to be indicative of what this game was.
No.
Olszewski to the left of Augustin. Let's see, high snap, boy. Here goes Olszewski, dances his way. Touchdown West! Connor Olszewski from 4 yards out as he danced his way over the left side and into the end zone standing up.
Olszewski with a custom caulking touchdown pretty much to seal this game up. Now the score 33-18 at the 2:28 mark. West Catholic doing a great job. They can smell the popcorn at Ford Field already.
So Sunday at 4 o'clock at Ford Field. Used to be on Friday and Saturday, but it's going to be Friday
what's
and
going
Sunday
on
this
that?
year. On that Saturday, I believe.
Is it a college game?
Yes, there's a college game at Ford Field. I think Michigan State might be playing there at Ford Field, actually. So
feeling good now. 34-18. West Catholic leads. 2:28 to go in this ball game. And at the end, the reward is a trip to Ford Field. Very likely opponent will be Pontiac Notre Dame Prep. They were leading convincingly. Let's give some shout-outs here.
So
Billy K's listening out there. He says we're showing our age with the Love Shacks. Steve Hoving, he's listening. Oh. Urbana says they love your ginormous. Oh, the Allens are listening from Comstock Park. Go Brady. And the West Catholic Marching Band did a fantastic job.
as always, Darren Laprise. And the cheerleaders have done a great job all
year long.
I mean, they've kept the fan base here fired up today. Here goes a nice Landon Smith kick all the way down to the 1 yard line. Connor Lambert fakes. And they're running a little trickery, but West Catholic goes, you know, Knitz, we know you like to run the ball. Yeah. So there was a handoff from Lambert to Knitz, and Lambert kept running, but nobody fouled him.
Nobody fouled him.
Everybody saw Knitz had the ball, got the tackle, so the ball will be placed at the 11-yard line with 2:21. It's going to take a minor miracle for Ogemaw Heights.
They've got time. They've got a little bit of time.
I mean, 2 touchdowns.
It's not 20 seconds to go. No, it's 2 minutes.
Yeah, now that we look at it, really, 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions, they could tie this up. So this game is certainly not over yet, and they do have 1 timeout left. Here goes a little quick hitter out in the flats.
Caught by Thorson.
Yep. They'll get kicked out of bounds after a 5-yard pickup, so 2nd down and 5. So, yeah, certainly not over, but we're at the 2:14 mark. They need to keep getting out of bounds in a hurry.
Just going to ask you got plans for next weekend?
Yeah, I do. I'm sorry.
Now you do.
No. You must find somebody else to call the game with you. I'm kidding. No, I will be more than happy to join you at Ford Field as Ian Jones rolls left. But again, this game's not over. The ball's up in the air and almost intercepted. That was Thomas Puxley who got his hands on it. And it falls incomplete at the 25. So 3rd down, 2:09 left. So Ogemaw Heights has to score 2 touchdowns, 2 two-point conversions to tie the game with 2:09 and 1 timeout left. Can it happen? Stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened.
But hoping not.
So 3rd down and 4.
Ian Jones still gets under center. Look for him to go in the air. He does. Out here in the flats to Lambert. He's at the 20, 25, 30, 35, up to the 40. He does not get out of bounds. That's a big mistake. It will be at Ogemaw Heights 1st down, so the clock will stop while the chains move, and now it gets set, and then the clock will start. So they're starting up the clock, 1:58, 1:57. So nice 1st down pickup by Lambert. Hand up off to Marshall, up the middle. He's still on his feet, and he's up to the 49. When does Ogemaw Heights call a timeout? They're not yet.
They've only got 1 left. Minute 45.
He did pick up 10 on the play. Another 1st down, barely, but he got it. Ogemaw Heights offense moving quickly. Rolling left is Jones. He gets hit. He's got a receiver there, and it's complete. At the 27 at 1:34.
Moving the ball.
West Catholic's got a tackle inbounds and without a 1st down because you got a minute 34. A lot can happen here.
Great gain on the play all the way down to 27.
This is a bend, don't break defense. Jones, he rolls right. He's got a receiver there, and nobody's there. Knitz was well covered by Cam Inbody. He went inside, ball went outside, falls harmlessly incomplete. 2nd down and 10. So ball's at the 27 of West, 1:29 left, 34-18 is your score.
I love it. Abram was just having a little conversation with Calvin Marshall there during the dead ball.
Jones, fake pitch. He goes out, and he's got Calvin Marshall out in the flats, and he gets tackled right away. Colin Gillespie said, hey, I'm one of the leading tacklers on the team. You're going down. Calvin Marshall gets up slow. Clock keeps ticking. Boy, no urgency for this Ogemaw Heights team right now.
No.
And they need it. 3rd and 7. Calvin Marshall is tired. Jones rolls left. He's got a receiver and doesn't even come close. Falls incomplete at his feet. That's Elijah Smith. So it's 4th down and 7. Ball's at the 24 of West Catholic. They need to convert. They have 1 timeout left, but I don't think they want to use it. So here comes Jones. He's got 20 seconds left on the play clock. So he's got plenty of time here. He'll get under center. He's got Marshall directly behind him. Fake pitch. Jones has it, and he passes to Lambert. Lambert catches it at the 10, and he's at the 8. So what a catch by Lambert, and that's an Ogemaw Heights 1st down. 56 seconds, clock stops. Did they push him out of bounds, Joe?
No, they did not. The clock remained running, but stopped for the change.
Yep, now it starts up again. 52 seconds left, 50 seconds left. Boy, Ogemaw Heights is taking their time. They need 2 touchdowns.
Ball's at the 9, so 1st and goal. Under a minute, 40 seconds.
Still taking his time. Now he gets a snap. He rolls left. He's under pressure. He ducks out of pressure. He still has the ball, and he's going to get sacked, get the ball to the line of scrimmage with 31 seconds.
Now the timeout comes.
Ogemaw Heights calls a timeout. So 30 seconds on the clock. Boy, things just took a long time. And why? Is because all these skill players for Ogemaw Heights
are exhausted.
They are. They're totally
really
exhausted. Look at Calvin Marshall.
Yeah.
He hasn't even made it to the sideline yet.
Hey, Fox, let's pace the rest of the Bills here. Fox Pools located on Alpine Avenue. Between 6 and 7 mile roads, Fox Pools is West Michigan's best source for both in-ground and above-ground pools, featuring a full-service showroom with chemical supplies and accessories, offering annual closing and opening service as well as repairs and installation. Fox Pools does it right. And since 1965, West End Body's been serving Grand Rapids when those days happen, and they do happen. So if you have had a mishap with your vehicle, call Calvin and get everything fixed up. Working with all insurance companies, West End Body's your single source for collision repair. Located at 1693 Leonard Northwest. And here we go.
Here goes Jones under a lot of pressure, and he's going to go down. Boy, that West Catholic defense. Max Wildman. You've got number 30 in there, Deacon Parslow. 17 seconds, 16, 2nd and 10.
And they clock it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 12 seconds left.
Yeah, this one is pretty academic at this point.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
12 seconds to go. West Catholic up by 16.
You need to, even if you score on this, you would need to score and get it. You need to score on really an onside kick almost.
Right.
Or one play after an onside kick. If you score on this play, which you have to because it's 4th and goal from the 10. Here goes Ogemaw Heights on here. So we knew the Falcons were going to win tonight, but we didn't know if it was going to be the Ogemaw Heights Falcons or the West Catholic Falcons.
Falcons in the white or the Falcons in the green.
Here goes Jones. Snap. And this was bizarre.
Yeah, what's going on here?
He snapped the ball, and Jones was the only one moving.
It's delay.
After a timeout. Something's
that
going on
did not
here.
seem right.
No, that didn't seem right at all.
No.
After a timeout.
They got should be a little bit of a review on that. Yeah, look at there's Coach Miller. He's out there going, what do you mean we were coming out of a timeout?
They marched it off 5, though. when the timeout's done, right, you don't have forever. Your timeout's done,
Right.
you get 40 seconds on the clock.
Yep.
Your 2 minutes, then your 40 seconds. So they'll back them up. So 4th and goal, as they back them up 5, the ball will be placed at the 15-yard line. Here goes Jones. He rolls right, throws it to the end zone. He's got a receiver there. Knitz, touchdown. Cam Inbody was there, Joe, and Knitz still caught it in the corner of the end zone. What a play!
He had to curl back around. Position was good by the defender, but he had to curl around and he caught the ball. It was a nice pitch and catch.
This is not easy. So there's still hope for Ogemaw Heights.
Yes, there is.
7 seconds left on the clock. There will be no time expiring.
They got to go for 2. This is really the ball game right here.
Yes, yeah. They got to stop them here before we call anything. 2-point conversion. Hand off to Lambert, and he's not going to get there. So they did a little counter, faked it to Marshall, countered with Lambert. 2-point conversion's not good.
Wow.
West Catholic 34, Ogemaw Heights 24 with 7 seconds left on the clock. And now it's all academic. So we had to say, so there's still a chance for a long time, well, not anymore.
All the 2-point conversions have failed for Ogemaw Heights today.
That's a good point. Well, we're hoping to have one of the coaches up after post-game, and certainly we'll have some commentary and post-game stats from our statistician, Steve Grooms. So stick around for the post-game. The player of the game, Joe, I mean...
Man. Hard to say.
I mean, Cal Peterson had a couple interceptions. He had a nice run back for kick. Boy, the defense played well.
I like that.
The whole defense?
Yeah.
Just bring the whole defense
Bring the whole defense up.
We'll see if we can get one of the players up here after the game is over. Here goes end-over-end kick. Owen Hunter gets it, and he's going to slide down at the 22 with 4 seconds. So one more snap will do it. Connor Olszewski played a heck of a game.
I'm going to make this your call.
Colin Abram.
I'm going to make this your call. This is tough.
So West Catholic offense.
All right, Abram.
Yeah, he had a whale of a game.
Abram.
We're going to get those stats from you again.
102 yards, 2 touchdowns, 10 tackles. And that's going to do it. 2 seconds, 1. This one's in the books. West Catholic comes up victorious today here in Clare, Michigan in the Division V semifinal, beating the Falcons of Ogemaw Heights 34-24 in an absolute battle. Unbelievable, but West Catholic punches their ticket to Ford Field.
1 reception for 27.
And 1 reception for 27. He had a game. Thank you, Steve Grooms. West Catholic is going to be Ford Field bound for next Sunday. I think it's a 4 o'clock kickoff. Is that right?
Yes, 4 o'clock
4
kickoff
o'clock
at
kickoff.
Ford Field.
We want to encourage everyone to come down and attend because you won't be able to watch it on FS1 or Bally's or any of the normal stations because the contract's been signed by NFHS. So that is going to be a pay-per-view final. So why not save the money, spend the same, drive to Ford Field, and
here comes a tired West Catholic crew over to the sidelines as they greet their student section, as they always do.
And I'm going to tell you what, hats off to this Ogemaw Heights Falcon team. led by the big fellas.
We're gonna, we're gonna cut to the
Calvin Marshall and Connor Lambert. I'm telling you what, these guys have had a career.
We're gonna bring it into the post-game show.
Hey,
Tom Mikowski along with Joe Sack.
Are you cold?
And we saw a great one. It's a little cold.
It's a little cold.
You know,
but
my feet are cold.
The
more than
excitement
anything.
of this fourth quarter has warmed me right up. So.
Yeah, well, that's true too. I mean, what a fantastic game, and I mean, back and forth in that fourth quarter, Joe. 13-12 at halftime. In the early third, you had Connor Olszewski get that 8-yard touchdown reception. Right. That was really big. And then in the third quarter, you know, we had all this stuff happen. We had a Grady Augustin fumble. We had Ogemaw Heights turn the ball over on an interception. And then Augustin got intercepted, and the ball got all the way down to the 15th in that first play, I think the first play of the fourth quarter. So you had all that happen. You had Ogemaw Heights with a couple of fourth down conversions. Just a great battle. It's a 10-point game, but boy, it felt like a one-possession game.
It felt like a one-possession game through the whole thing. I'll tell you what. Let's just look at this here, man.
It's pretty balanced as you would expect.
Well, Ogemaw Heights, you know, more total yards than West Catholic. West Catholic ending up with 317 yards of total offense, picking up that rushing average with 176 yards on 44 attempts, averaging four per touch, and it was 1.6 in the first half of play. Through the air, Grady Augustin 10 of 21 for 141. He had the one touchdown and the one pick. 2 turnovers for the Falcons. They coughed one up and put it on the carpet, and then of course the interception early in the fourth, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right.
So 141 through the air, 176 on the ground gives you your 317. On the ground, 102 yards on 18 carries for Colin Abram. Connor Olszewski had 13 carries for 63. Grady Augustin, 10 rushing attempts for 11 yards, so he overcame that negative 27 yards in the first half. And Owen Hunter had 1 carry for 2 yards. Through the air, the 10 of 21 for 141. The balance of that, Owen Hunter, 56 yards on 3 catches, 27 yards on 1 catch for Abram, 22 yards on 2 catches for Cam Inbody, and Connor Olszewski had 3 catches for 31 and that touchdown. So fantastic numbers, really. A few drop balls for the Falcons that we saw today. But all in all, a good offensive production at 317 yards. On the other side of the ball, the Ogemaw Heights Falcons, they had 378 yards of total offense, 197 on the ground on 47 rushing attempts. They averaged 4.2 per touch and 181 yards through the air, most of it coming in the second half. Jones completing 12 of 27, 3 touchdowns and 3 interceptions for him. Rushing-wise, 77 yards for Calvin Marshall on 18 carries, and Connor Lambert had 77 yards as well on 12 carries. Corey Knitz, 34 yards on 7 carries, and Ian Jones had 9 yards on his 10 rushing attempts. Excuse me.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. You keep going on.
Well, receiving-wise, those 12 completions, 5 of them going to Corey Knitz for 97 yards and 2 touchdowns. Connor Lambert had 4 catches for 54 yards, and Archer Thorson had 2 catches for 30. That gives you your 181. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit hoarse. Hadaway, Timmy Nowak. Pretty cool there. 387 yards total offense there, but I'll tell you what, the 4 turnovers were absolutely critical. 3 picks and one fumble there. I guess that is the most glaring stat that went against Ogemaw Heights,
right,
as we see them lining up on the on the end zone there, congratulating their players. And I'll tell you what, they played one heck of a football game.
They sure did.
And they're a talented team. These guys deserve a lot of credit.
You know what? They may have not played the schedule that West Catholic did, but you look at how they dominated their schedule, right? And so when you look at it, you thought, well, West Catholic's maybe more prepared. They played a lot of D4 schools, D3 schools over the course of the season, so you feel like there's an edge there playing that stiffer competition. But Ogemaw Heights, through no fault of their own, even though they played down to some like D6 schools and other D5 schools, maybe even a D7 in there, they dominated during the course of the year.
They did. I would take this team and I would drop them anywhere into the OK Conference and they would do very well.
Right.
Yes, very talented as they sit right now. But the seniors end up their career in a semifinal game. They don't have to hang their heads. They played very well today. They just came 10 points short. And I'll tell you what, very good team. Hats off to them and Coach Miller. These guys did a fantastic job tonight.
Yeah, I will say this, Joe. I think that our schedule was a difference maker today.
Certainly.
Because when you face that kind of stiff competition and teams like a Zeeland West that run the ball very methodically up the middle and just, hard-nosed, old school, we're bigger than you type of football, it really paid off for West Catholic today.
It does. Seeing that in and out, week in and out, big running games. I can tell you this right now. We have not seen two running backs the quality of Marshall and Lambert all season.
No.
We've seen one.
Like
we've seen, we've seen the kids. Zeeland West was probably as good as it got. Spring Lake had a very good running game as well, but nothing like this two-back set that Ogemaw Heights had.
Yeah. Especially, Hilliard for Catholic Central, more of a speedster, scat back.
Correct.
But certainly not the power running that you find here. So, well, the team is lining up for a semifinal team photo. They look great there as they're inside the 10-yard line at the 5-yard line and getting their pictures taken. So, again, hoping to have Coach and Colin Abram up to talk a little bit.
I'm going to invite everybody that's listening, every Falcon fan, to get down Sunday to Ford Field to see a great game between West Catholic and very likely Pontiac Notre Dame Prep. We're going to take a look here and see if we've got some scores here.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame Prep was up huge.
They
if
were.
you have not shared that final yet. So next Sunday, 4 o'clock, Ford Field. If for some reason you just can't make it, of course, tune in. We should be down there as well, broadcasting here on the Falcon Network as the teams make their way here. We'll see if Coach and Colin Abram head up as they shake hands there on the 40-yard line. And look, I love this about the West Catholic community. Look at everybody out of the stands. There's hundreds of West Catholic people that traveled all the way over to Clare, and they're all out on the field.
Parents and family and fans, they're greeting the players coming off the field right now. This is really, really nice to see. So, again, we want to remind you that the finals are no longer available on FS1 or Bally's or, the normal network coverage. This is the first year that it's going to be a pay-per-view type service through the NFHS. So, again, all the more reason for all the Falcon fans, get in their cars, head on down to Ford Field and watch yourself a fantastic West Catholic team playing for another state final. And I'm trying to get the scores here real quick, Tom.
Can we look at the number of rushing yards again for Ogemaw Heights? Just a little commentary on that as you had Connor Lambert was 77 yards and Calvin Marshall was 77 yards. You got to look at that team last week against Swan Valley where Marshall went for over 200 yards. Connor Lambert went for 90 yards. And they rushed for over 300 yards in total. This time, West Catholic holds them to 197. Now, you might say that's 197. That's still quite a few yards. Yeah, but when the team had 322 yards last week, against Swan Valley, you're doing something right on defense.
We knew who they were, right? We
Yes.
knew who they were and what they were going to bring to the table. And West Catholic's defense, they had their struggles with them, right? And but they came up big. They came up very big on those 2-point conversions too, where there was 3 2-point conversions and each one of them failed from the 3-yard line. So we do have a final. Pontiac Notre Dame Prep 51 and Monroe Jefferson 21. So a 30-point victory for Notre Dame Prep. That will be the opponent for West Catholic next Sunday for the D5 championship game. I want to congratulate Notre Dame Prep and look forward to meeting them next weekend. More scores from around the area here. East Kentwood falling hard to Detroit Catholic Central. We've got a score late in the fourth, 39-6
Now,
there.
you got to remember, East Kentwood has played amazingly well the second half of the season. Cade Kaufman, their quarterback, very talented quarterback, I think went for like 5 touchdowns between
and over
running
400
for touchdowns.
yards total offense. Yeah.
Last week. I mean, unbelievable regional championship, but facing a Detroit Catholic Central team that's got multitudes of players going Division I.
Yeah, they're so talented and very likely. I don't know if I think Cass Tech will be playing today. I don't have that score here, but more teams from the area. Unity Christian, they punched their ticket to Ford Field again, 45-17 victors over Vicksburg. And let's see, what else have we got here? Trying to find, we already know that it's a final. Kent City falls by 2 touchdowns in their game against Kingsley, right?
Right.
And so that's another West Michigan team that won't be going to Ford Field there. I had high hopes for Kent City. Used to golf with their coach,
Okay.
Zach Gropp, and he's quite a fun guy. We used to have long drive contests together. Feel bad for them. They put together a heck of a season, though.
Let's see here as we'll come back up. I just want to look at the fourth quarter with Abram. That was a 19-yard run that he had there, and that kind of got us on the other side of the coin there, Joe, with that run.
Yeah.
Then we felt pretty good. Then Connor Olszewski coming back and scoring that late TD to kind of put the game pretty much out of reach at that point. It would have taken a really two good drives by Ogemaw Heights to get 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions as they trailed by 16 late in the fourth.
Yeah, and we just see a whole bunch going on down here. There's all the families. I don't know if we're going to get the coach up here.
Yeah, I don't know either, and I'm trying to look for them, and I have not seen them. So we may end up going off the air here, Joe. But before Coach comes up here, we'll take a look at the
let me just thank our sponsors for being with us, and we'll carry them all the way to Ford Field. Fox Pools, Custom Caulking, West End Body, Frank's Market, Paget Business Services by Duba & Duba Attorneys at Law, Shaner Avenue Nursery, Moore & Sons Roofing, Realtor Melissa Homewood, and the Lash Group of Epic Realty, Culvers of Comstock Park, Cedar Springs, Cascade, and Lowell, Lamoureux Farm Market and Cowlicks, and of course your Falcon Touchdown Club. Thank you all, and it's just a nice look here out on the field. We've got all the families, and they're congratulating their kids, and this is great.
Yeah, I keep looking for Coach and Colin Abram. I do not see either one of them,
no.
But they're not here in the press box either, so
No.
I don't know where they ended up. They could be in the locker room already. But any final thoughts, Joe, on this road to Ford Field and in the game next week against Notre Dame Prep?
Just very excited for these kids. Again, we talked about it in the pregame show. I don't think in our 15 years we've seen a team improve from the front end, from the first game to the second to last game, as much as this team has through injury for critical players and just the resilience and creativity that they've had all year, and we're very proud of this group. And thankful that they're going to get a trip to go to Detroit like you planned for, right?
Yeah,
in the weight room in January and all the practices and in the weather and all the adversity through each game. So we want to congratulate these kids and look forward to next Sunday.
Yeah, look forward to next Sunday for sure. And it was not an easy road to get here. There were some tough wins along the road with Spring Lake and Zeeland West. Of course, the loss against Northview the first game of the season, and then that amazing game against Catholic Central that was won by stopping on a 2-point conversion that would have won it for Catholic Central.
Yeah.
So just a fantastic season for the Falcons. We'll be there at Ford Field next Sunday. We'll have pregame at 3:30, and hope you can join us for that and for the game at 4 o'clock. But your final from the Brookwood Athletic Complex here in Clare, Michigan, Tom Mikowski and Joe Sack, 34 West Catholic, 24 Ogemaw Heights. We'll see you next week at Ford Field, everyone. Go West!